That definitely is the business. Yo, that looks good.
Hey.
That's right.
That sexy beast over there at the other end. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Farmer's Town showing and everything.
I am. All right. Let's see here. Well, there's Christmas with the camera.
Yeah.
Christmas with the camera.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just Christmas on the camera.
Why can't I leave well enough alone? Never thought about the shape. Oh, I did that ass backwards.
You always gotta be touching shit.
Oh, there it is.
That's good.
Good enough.
Yay. Oh.
I'm sharing it on the YouTubes.
I'll leave it there.
Abel Joseph.
Oh, man.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, I might need to scoot up.
Yeah?
Yeah, there we go. It's been a while.
I mean, you could scoot closer.
Oh, yeah?
You have to take off your pants first, though.
Oh, man.
Hey.
It's a good thing there's nothing underneath them.
Hey.
Oh. Oh, fuck it. Oh, dude.
What do you mean, meow?
I shared the link and then a picture, but whenever it went to the post, the picture came out and it was just like the link instead of like the little icon.
Oh, yeah.
Same shit.
Well, I'm getting ready.
All right.
Unwrapping some of these Starburst.
Randy said sit in his lap. Or you're just unwrapping them preemptively?
Yeah, you don't have to have that wrapping noise. Or
Yeah, you don't want to have it on the show on the live feed, right? Now that the live feed is actually up. Yeah, you know what? Do it closer to the microphone while you're at it. Cabrón.
Once I start talking, I need to stop by unwrapping and lose my train of thought.
Oh, yeah, because that's what'll do it.
That's what'll do it, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine if you had some of the red ones in the mix.
Randy goes Starburst ASMR.
Mm-hmm. It will replace my old ASMR of clips of Batman the Animated Series, where you just hear Two-Face's coin flip for 40 minutes on a loop.
Hairs on my neck just stood up.
I know. It doesn't have that Pornhub ASMR anymore on them. He lives in Texas, that's why.
X videos is still running. We went that quick. We went that quick.
That was just like immediate. Yeah,
have I got a tip for you?
About 10 gigabytes of my hard drive is stuff that Pirate Bay was willing to give me.
All right. Are you done unwrapping?
Yes. Let me just hit the record button right here. And then we're off to the races, bro. Is everyone ready?
I think I'm ready.
On your mark.
It's
all right. I guess we are. We're ready? Yeah. Yeah. Live from HWR HQ in Houston, Texas. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
This is Arnold.
Hey!
Yeah!
Wait a minute.
Hey. Oh.
Can't leave Abel out. Got to return to Liquid Death.
Liquid Death.
Cheers.
Cheers, brothers.
Oh.
Wrestling Christmas is upon us.
That's right. We are live with our WrestleMania preview episode. So thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. We very much appreciate it. I know it's a Sunday. We're on a different time, but it's because of WrestleMania. So we gotta do it here at HQ so we get everybody in on this action here. Yep. If you're watching us live, go ahead and log into your YouTube account. That way you could chat with us in the live chat and you could say hi, ask questions, fact check, talk shit, whatever. I'll see it and I'll try to involve you as best as I can in the show. If you're not watching this live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio. or just drop a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you know when we go online and all that good stuff as well. All right, so WrestleMania preview episode spectacular 2025. What do we want to start with?
AEW.
All right, here we go.
I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes.
I know, right?
This is going to be very brief.
Okay.
Because we do want to focus as much time as we can on WrestleMania. Arnold's always on the clock. We saw some of Dynasty. Not everything.
Right?
Arnold.
Yes.
Well, y'all saw some of Dynasty.
Yeah.
I didn't see shit of Dynasty.
Give me a positive.
Ooh,
Chris, give me a positive.
that's pretty much how it goes.
Oh, man. It's weird calling it a positive, but it felt like go back to the Three Bears. One match was a little bit raw, needed more time in the oven, and the other match that I liked a lot was in the oven a few minutes too long.
Yep.
So the opening match, Kevin Knight and Will Ospreay.
Who?
Okay, great.
Kevin Knight? Who the fuck is
Yes.
Kevin Knight?
Kid from New Japan.
Okay.
That the latest toy for Tony Khan.
Night Sun.
Yeah. He's got some personality. He's got something that makes him separate from everyone else. But he's another variant of your, I don't want to say this in a negative way, your 205 lifestyle wrestling. It's there's a lot less Bobby Lashley's and Shelton Benjamins and a lot more Ospreys, Omegas, and Kevin Knight falls right under that tier.
Okay.
Yeah. A few more minutes and that could have been a match of the year contender because Ospreay knows how to slow down. His match with MJF that was on our match of the year last year. When you put him on the Autobahn, he can speed up like a mofo, and he carried Knight through some of that. The triple threat with Omega and fucking Speedball and Ricochet. What did you think about that?
Have you ever heard of the baseball player Andrew Jones?
Yes, Braves.
Andrew Jones was a Hall of Fame caliber player. Amazing. I'm talking about one of the best first 10 years of baseball you will ever see. And then the last 5 years of his career happened. He didn't retire. He kept playing. He played himself out of Hall of Fame status.
Oh, wow.
Because his stats got terrible. He got older. He got slower. Everything just went downhill from there, but he wouldn't stop because he loved it so much.
And the Braves dynasty had fallen out.
Yeah, exactly. So he went to the Yankees. He went to a couple other teams, and he just wasn't the same. That's what happened to this match. This match was like, oh, fuck, this is really fucking good. It wasn't even like the typical spot fest. It was just like a really, really, really good wrestling match that had spots in it, which is I love. I love when it's not too much of anything. It was just like bam, 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 bam. And it was like, cool. And then it was like, all right, cool. That's about time. Nope. Okay, cool. Oh, it's about to fit. Nope, not yet. Okay. Right. Yahweh! Like it's
when the announcer said it went almost 30 minutes, I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that's when it hit me. We need to wrap this up now.
Yeah.
And then it didn't wrap up.
It needed to wrap it up, and it went on too long.
The only saving grace, I'm not sure if you noticed this, Arnold, Ricochet slowed down. He didn't do a lot of his springboards and a lot of his high flying. He got a lot of crowd reactions trying to get heat.
Yeah.
His douchebaggery is working. And that's a surprise because I was not expecting dickhead Ricochet to get over in front of this audience.
You know what?
if you will.
Ricochet.
I was. You know why? MJF. AEW fans love dicks. I'll tell you that much. I will tell you that much.
Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Yes.
Yeah.
They love to be like shit on. You know what I mean? Like for the most part. Because that's a good heel. A good heel gets a freaking a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while, I saw it from day one. I was like, I know what they're doing with him with Ricochet. I'm not falling for it. I'm annoyed by Ricochet and AEW, but he in between the ring, whatever. And then he kept going. I was like, yeah, Ricochet, keep going. Keep doing it.
The toilet paper, reacting to the toilet. And the fact that he reacts to the fans stuff like, I'm balling, I'm caring, look, I'm in here.
Dude, the next day, or the head slap.
Yeah.
Okada.
Yeah. The 4-way head slap on fucking Wednesday. On
the 8-man tag.
Yeah. that's the type
His
of
facial
shit.
expression before he got
Yes.
slapped was
It
great.
almost bothers me. It's like, where the fuck was this in the E? Like, where the fuck was
Yeah.
this in WWE? Because you would have had this on a bigger platform, and we would have kept Samantha Irvin. More importantly,
I wonder if that was like one of those things where it was, hey, you're too pretty to be a heel. You look good, man. So since you got the look, we're gonna keep you babyface. Maybe it was something.
yeah,
like that.
but like 2 years after he was gone, it still wouldn't happen.
And it's also like Lucha Libre because he's the flippy dippy, so he's definitely a technico. He's not a Rudo label.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's not. And the charisma part came almost too little too late because his stuff with Braun as a tag,
yes.
that's where you could actually
Yeah.
see some personality
Yeah.
from him. But by then, he's tagging with Braun.
Yeah. But then it's like, all right, come on.
Yeah. Hit me with a negative.
Jale.
I know we have the same negative.
Death Riders.
Yes.
Yeah, that's same thing with Yahweh. That's enough. It didn't fucking hit. Ralph with the bing 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 when he starts crying on the fucking and the little test thing. That's how I am with that. It didn't work. It didn't work. Nobody likes it. I didn't even realize that we haven't seen the belt on the fucking TV since October.
Because it's been
They're holding
Yeah.
the briefcase up. That's bunk.
Yeah.
Tony Khan can make a rule to have the briefcase opened up. Ref can't open it up for the. That's it.
You think they lost it and they're just kind of running with this?
That'd be a
I
great
can't
cover.
let
Wouldn't-
Jericho outdo me.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time they lost a fucking belt.
Yeah,
But I don't
It's like
know.
local wrestling
Yeah.
losing the belt. God
Yeah.
damn, every
It's-
fucking month.
It's like the storyline, it's bad. The presentation is bad. I want to like Marina Shafir so bad. She doesn't let me. And then
Yeah.
like John Moxley, I've had a fucking back and forth with him forever since he was Dean Ambrose. It's like, yeah, but no, but yeah, yeah, almost no. That's how I am with him. And just everything else in general, like it's just bad. Like it's the anti AEW, which you think, okay, cool, I get it. They're trying to do that, and it just didn't work for me at least.
The nails in the back where Wheeler tried to pull
Yeah,
it out.
yeah,
Man, that was
yeah.
too much.
Oh,
No, I get it that that's where it comes from. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that only know him as Dean Ambrose, didn't know him as Moxley before then. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe he did. Oh, that's the kind of shit that he actually got famous for before he got signed to WWE. Yeah, CZW. He was famous for that kind of shit. But man,
but by who?
that was like
Yeah.
that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah,
bro.
dude, grow up.
You're old now, man. Start preserving your body. You're at the top of the fucking food chain, at
Yeah.
least in AEW.
Look at Mick Foley, dude. He's like,
Yeah. Which, by the way,
At
that
least he
car
got-
wreck,
yeah.
that car wreck that Foley was in.
That was real?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
it was
was
real.
crazy.
Oh shit!
The first thing that popped in my head was his theme song.
Yes, me too.
I was like, ah.
He's living the gimmick, brother.
Yeah,
God
living
damn
the
it.
gimmick.
but nah, dude, that was ass. It was ass, and like, dude,
So tell
sometimes
me,
sometimes like wrestling is too predictable, but doesn't mean bad. The too predictable thing was Swerve should have won.
okay. So
Tell him the ending.
I-
He's oblivious.
there you go.
Give it
Because
to
I
him.
know Swerve didn't win. I know that much. But then Swerve just talked shit about Booker T and everybody hated it.
So
What? What happened?
So I was in and out of sleep. I'll be honest. You need to tell them this, exactly how it happened.
All right,
Here's
lay it on
I
me.
just
the
know I woke up
finish.
pissed off.
Lay it on me.
Swerve's about to pin Moxley for the title. He's done the swerve stop from the top, and then lights go out. Lights
I'm pissed
come.
off all over again.
Lights come back on. The Young Bucks have him, and they give him the BTE trigger, or the
Remember why the Young Bucks left?
Yeah.
and that was it.
So the Young Bucks interfered
Swerve
on
was like,
behalf-
no,
Yeah.
he's got more arm muscle than either of those Young
Yeah,
Bucks
he could've
individually,
just went,
and he couldn't like pull him. He couldn't do anything,
Yeah.
and he had the upper hand, so he had the energy. He was on the high, on
Yeah.
the come up. He couldn't. Yeah, yeah.
So they did the BTE trigger and then 1, 2, 3.
Then Mox
Yeah,
1,
yeah,
2,
1,
3.
2, 3.
So what was all this bullshit about him talking shit about Booker?
Oh, that was just
That's-
after. That was even
that's
after, that was after it
I
went
have
off.
no
off
idea
the-
what
off the- that was after it went off air.
After the pay-per-view went off
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
So he lost.
Oh,
They
okay,
grabbed the
you don't-
microphone?
No, okay, so you don't know anything about the feud between him and Booker?
I know that he was talking shit about Booker T because he was saying that there needs to be more African American representation, and Booker T was like, "Nah, you just need to get better."
More or less, but
Okay. Did I miss something?
no, not really. So yeah, he had some comments on DJ Vlad's interview. Booker was like, "Nah, dude, that ain't it. Like this, we're about something else." And then Dude, Booker had more heat with DJ Vlad than he did with Swerve.
Who the fuck is DJ Vlad?
Some guy who interviews people.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a DJ,
like Van Vliet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
what are you doing, Chris?
Yeah, he had heat. There was more like it was more entertaining heat with DJ Vlad than it did with Swerve.
Mm.
So once that all happened, whatever, we thought it was over. But then he had to get that last word in of like, fuck Booker T.
Mm.
And I was just like, okay, how did that like? What does it do with the match? It had nothing to do with the match or anything.
Well, that's what my question is, because after Revolution, that's all I was seeing on Facebook about him talking shit about Booker T. And I'm like, what?
that was the nerds trying to like overshadow the fact that the ending was terrible.
Okay, so the ending was terrible. Yeah. He got pinned. He stayed in the ring. It went off air. He grabbed a microphone and said, "Fuck Booker T."
Yeah.
What? Why?
Yeah. So when does a guy who gets pinned stay in the ring and talk to the crowd to go home?
Bro, the crowd booed so bad after that pin that the video truck was rushing to end the show because they didn't want to keep the crowd booing. Yeah. Oh man. Wow. And Swerve's timing is bad too. Indifferent of who's in the right or who's in the wrong, whatever Swerve had to say would have landed so much harder with the AEW World Title around his arm. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
That would give credence to his opinion that there needs to be more black people.
Mox won and just left. He just took the briefcase and went away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
It's just, dude, it's just bad. Like it for every single time they like AEW starts to climb back into, because the past 4 months have been great. TV, the pay-per-views or whatever, the storylines, they've been getting better again. They've been getting better. And then it's just something like this. And the worst, dude, a week before Mania or 2 weeks before Mania, you fucking piss on yourself.
Yeah. This is at least the third pay-per-view in a row that it could have been their best pay-per-view yet. Mm-hmm. But we always talk about the lasting impression. And the last taste in your mouth is Moxley keeping the belt, retaining the belt, stupid shit. Yeah. And it goes back to what we might have talked about before. We just had over 2 years of the bloodline doing the same shit, and we were tired of it. Yeah. And so now that we're seeing it again with the Death Riders, another 6 months, 9 months, 12, however far they want to drag this along, what the fuck?
You're supposed to be the anti-WWE.
Yeah.
And you're just being a knockoff version of it.
If you're not going to be better, be different, and they're neither right now. At least that storyline.
Ass, what's up, bro?
What up?
Get that way.
He says, "Merry WrestleMania weekend."
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ass.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
No more AW. No more. The rest is WWE time.
Oh, thank God.
Great.
All right.
Unlike all the other years, we're not going to go over the 90-something shows that are happening WrestleMania weekend all over Vegas.
Yeah.
We're going to just narrow it down to 3 nights. Well, technically 2 days and 1 night.
Yeah.
NXT Stand and Deliver.
All right.
Have y'all been watching any NXT, even dabbling a little bit?
Yeah. A little bit here and there.
Okay.
Yeah. Not as much as I should, but
so this prediction's incomplete because there's 4-way matches that are happening this Tuesday to fill in some spots. So this is what we got so far that's hardwired.
All right.
Zarya, Kaylani Jordan, Sol Ruka, Izzy Dame, and 2 other women are going to be in a ladder match for the women's North American title. Arnie?
Who are the ones competing? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Either way, I know who I want to win. And it's every couple months I get in like a new shiny toy in NXT because for the most part I'm right.
Yeah.
So Ruka is my shiny toy, dude. She is strap a fucking rocket to that tall ass tree. Like, dude, she's got it, man. I said this last time. I think I said she's gonna be the rising star, and she already is. She's a speed champion. That's how they know they got something there. I know y'all don't have a TikTok, but y'all were able to see what I sent y'all. Mm-hmm. She did this buckshot lariat, but it's a 450 buckshot lariat.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, it was so beautiful.
Nice.
Like, dude, she was gymnastics. So like she's got all that kind of stuff, the athleticism, but she's also got the power. She has the strength because there's a lot of like fucking like those like I don't know what you call it, but where you like grab onto shit and like like contort yourself and stuff like that. She does a lot of things like that. So it translated very, very well to the ring because in the training she got.
Yeah, she's got a lot of charisma too.
Yeah, she does. Dude, Zarya doesn't, and that's crazy.
No, she doesn't.
If you see it, you're like, oh fuck yeah, beast, like Beth Phoenix style, or like whatever.
Like Jazzy Gabbard.
Jazzy Gabbard, yeah, good Jazzy Gabbard. You're like, cool. And then like you start talking like, okay, season her or put her with somebody. They put her with the perfect person. Because like right now, the people that are getting the run of like, oh, Big Daddy Cool and HBK is like Raquel and Liv.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. This is the NXT version of them. It's like, I wouldn't say better, but like just like different. Like, oh shit, they just work with each other. And they elevate each other. But no, So Ruka, dude, to me, I think she should get it. She's really, really fucking good.
Number.
It's hindered because I don't know who the other two contestants are. But even without this, I'm already at an 8. I love ladder matches. So's gonna do some badass shit off a ladder. I already know it. And everybody else so far is like Kalani, underrated. She's really, really, really good. She's another person who adapted to this shit like water. Like she just took, oh cool, I can do this. Cool. I think also gymnastics, if I'm not mistaken. The other ones so far are like, okay, whatever. There's still time to bake for them. But the ones that are ready are fucking ready.
Yeah.
So
how about you?
I'm
I'm at a 9 because I know this match is just going to be, just on paper, it's going to be crazy. And I can't foresee them putting anyone in there that would make it go lower for me. Right? Yeah. Like,
Carmen Petrovic, chick with the sword.
Oh, yeah.
She's
cool.
Yeah,
she's so fucking
good. She's good. I'm hoping she's one of the girls.
Yeah, like there's, I mean, I can't foresee me being upset about anyone else being in there, but I definitely think Soul, this is her moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is her time to shine. This is where she's really going to do something, something shucky ducky.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And that's who I got winning. I think it should be Soul.
I agree. I'm picking Soul to win regardless of who's in it. I'm at a 6, and it doesn't have anything to do with the women here.
Okay.
Even on the main roster, the women's ladder matches always lack punch.
Yeah,
they're always soft with the weapons. They're always careful with what they're doing. They don't just let themselves go and let God let go.
Yeah,
and just like you know, I see a lot of like
there's outliers
like CJ Perry when she just like Lana when she does like the feathering on hits and feathering on like she does the flip very well. Like she puts emphasis on the gymnastic aspect of it, but when it comes time to actually land impact, a lot of the moves don't land impact. And I feel like then they struggle a lot with the ladders because the ladders, depending on what they're using, they're kind of heavy anyway. It's hard. It takes me out of the disbelief of reality watching a woman spend 45 seconds to operate a ladder.
Yeah.
So if this would have been a 6-pack challenge, if this would have been an Iron Survivor, if this would have been a gauntlet, if this would have been an elimination match, give me elimination chamber with 6 women for the North American title. Ladder match, there's going to be a lot of.
Now the outliers for the women, I just have to throw this in. Chelsea Green and Zoe Stark. If you ever, anytime they are in a ladder match, it's like, oh my god.
Chelsea and the Money in the Bank is probably what got everyone's eyes open on her. And between that and the dumpster match with Michin. Speaking of cramming everyone onto a card, Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Jordan Grace, and Jada Parker.
Good fucking god.
Women's World Title. Abel. Numero.
Ow!
10.
You joining in?
I'll add another 0 to that. I'm at a fucking 100 for that. I cannot fucking wait for that match, dude.
Yes.
Dude. The only thing that is just taking me back a little is Jada Parker. But that's it.
Get out. Get out.
Just a little bit.
Get out.
Just a little bit.
Get out.
What's lacking for you from her?
Just the stuff about her being a little bit problematic backstage. That's it.
Give a fuck, dude.
That's it. But like, oh man.
This is the guy that takes backstory and after story as a match of the year. Thing.
Let
him have it.
Yeah,
let him have it.
Let me have that one.
It's like, I don't care too much.
I like it when he's wrong. He's not always wrong, so I'm gonna take.
I'm not backstage, so I don't give a fuck. Dude, these are the 4 best on there right now. Like
fair. Besides Soul,
I wouldn't even. I wouldn't even say on NXT. These are some of the 4 best in general. Dude, Julia, she was instant. Like, oh yeah, that's legit. She's like, when she goes up, I think she's going to be in an even bigger category than like. I hate to like lump them in, but like the EOs, the Kyries, the even the Asuka, for the most part, I think she's going to, and as she should be a little bit elevated quicker. And Man, if you know anything about my feed, you know Stephanie Vaquer and me. We fucking right there. Dude, anything she does, I'm like, yes. Yeah. She could read the fucking dictionary. I'm like, 10. See, yes. And then Jordan Grace has been an interesting one for me. Because, dude, in 2019, I was like, God damn, she's fine. But she was chunky, but like in a good way. I was like, oh yeah. And then she got like the transformation happened. I was like, oh, I'm scared of her. It's just like, holy fuck.
She's so good you could swap her with one of the women in the ladder match, and there's impact.
Oh God, yeah.
For no pun intended.
Yeah. But like in ring, she's been just as good, getting better and better and better.
Yeah.
To the point where she got bigger than the fucking fishbowl in TNA. Like a year ago, she was just like floundering around because she was like, I gotta wait my fucking time out for my contract to be over with.
And then she got Trinity, and that extended that life a little bit more.
Yeah.
But
yeah, those three alone, and then Jada Park, shucky ducky quack quack, man. Oh man, she is green. I will give you that.
Mm-hmm. I don't even think she is anymore.
No. She's not green on the microphone. She is fire on the microphone. She might need to reel it back a little bit every once in a while. But, like, yeah, in the ring, she's got – all she needs is 5 moves to do, and she's got, like, 6. So it's all good.
You know who she reminds me of on the mic? And this is a fucking compliment. Samoa Joe. Because what she says on the mic, she ain't faking that shit. You believe it. You fucking believe it.
Yeah.
And I think the women's division is missing some of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Missing Samoa Joe.
Yeah. You got some little bit there.
But yeah, I'm at 100 and
break the scale, Mel.
What do you got winning?
This one's hard.
This one's
hard. Selfishly, I still want to see Stephanie every Tuesday.
Yeah.
But I think she's destined for bigger.
Okay.
All right, Jada winning.
That's who should win because of if you want to go on, okay, and the next comeuppance, I just don't personally think she's ready. I think Jordan would be the right one to win.
Yeah, that's who I want to win, and I think who should win, and it's Jordan Grace. Mm-hmm. You know, her coming over from NXT, having all that crossover appeal, and then actually being a part of NXT now. Mm-hmm. She needs it. She needs a little bit of that validation.
I'm gonna go one step further. Yeah. I've got Vaquer losing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And she's not the one that takes the pinfall.
She still hasn't taken the pinfall.
So the next 2 months can be a nice little rivalry between her and whoever wins the belt, claiming, "Oh, you didn't beat me for the belt. Don't call yourself a champion."
Yeah.
And keep that there.
Dude, her and Julia, if they could just keep feuding themselves, because they don't have to go up. They don't have to go. They stay and just have because everyone is. If you like, I've had my eye on Julia for about 4 years now. Since I saw her come up, and she's a really good heel. She's mean.
Yeah.
Like she's
her match with Willow in New Japan.
Oh, dude, her match with Stephanie in New Japan and Stardom. Really fucking, and she's like heavy hitter. So imagine getting that angry Julia in fucking in NXT, and like having that build up because having the friend thing was cool, but this is gonna be cooler. Like it's really fucking cooler. I think them maybe Jordan pins Jada and then it's fine. Yeah, everybody wins,
and then you can have like a strong woman off between them two.
Yeah. So that's all good. And
maybe have Stephanie try to break up that pin and Julia holds her legs to make sure she loses it.
This is one of the rare situations where it doesn't matter who wins at this point. I will be happy. I'm like, everybody makes sense to win, and everybody I don't know about everybody makes sense to lose because I still don't want Stephanie pinned. I want that streak alive. But
she submits.
Maybe that's even worse. But that one I can't wait for that fucking
match. Ricky Starks is defending the belt, but his opponent we won't know until Tuesday.
We don't use dead names here, buddy.
Oh, Ricky Saints is defending his title.
Who could it be?
I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ridge. Oh no, Ridge Holland we first faced off with.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be him and Ethan Page.
Okay.
So let's assume it's him and Ethan Page.
Okay.
Number
8.
9.
Okay.
8.
Saints is keeping it.
Saints is keeping it. I have grown to love Ethan Page in NXT.
Yes.
I again, sometimes
we're not gonna cater to you outsiders.
sometimes
Shit.
like moving on is a good thing, and that's the best thing that's gonna happen to both of these guys.
Yeah,
both of these guys, and they're both thriving in it right now.
Even Spears. Even Spears.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Because and it's like it's good on Triple H and Shawn Michaels to see that of like, okay, respectfully, these guys probably aren't main roster guys, but they're big fish, small pond guys, and they're working with what they fucking got. And now, what happens in the future? Because I love that NXT is still, and actually, it's pulling back a little bit more towards 2019, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of developmental, but kind of not. Kind of like
that black and gold.
Exactly. Kind of getting back to that like prestige almost. And that's because of them. Yeah. These like those type, these kind of the Jordan Graces, the Ricky Saints, the Ethan Pages, like the Julius, those are the world of like, okay, cool, yeah, yes, this is where we get better to go up, but this is where we're also leveling up this whole place to be better because now WWE ID is under this. So it's like you gotta have a level to climb. You can't start at NXT anymore.
Yeah. So
it's just man. Really, really good. I'll say 8, and Saints got to win.
Yeah, Saints got to keep it. I'd go one step further and say he wrestles on Raw after Mania.
Ooh,
with the belt.
Okay.
Little exhibition match. Main event: Obafemi, Trick Williams, Javon Evans.
Wow,
triple threat for the men's NXT world title.
10.
They have what each other's doesn't have.
Yeah,
everybody does because Oba's got that fucking he's got that fucking power, and he still has that personality too.
Oh yeah,
like,
he's got that swagger.
He struts to the ring.
Yeah,
that swagger.
And just Trick's got that aura, that superstar fucking.
Trick's got personality. He has grit.
Yeah.
He has it.
Yeah, and then Javon Evans
has none of that.
But not even close.
But he's the underdog. He's believable.
And he's so fucking
that boy
good
bouncy.
And he's bouncy.
He is.
He's got a lot of baby face.
I won't say that he doesn't have charisma. He
does have charisma.
Oh yeah.
He feels the most authentic of the three. Where you see the promos and the backstory of him growing up.
Yeah.
That's what makes you want this guy want to win stuff.
When they let him just talk, shit just happens. Like I love his backstage interactions with like Trek and like everybody else because it's like you see his like what I love most about him. It's kind of that Bailey vibe where he's like he's just one of us, dude. Like he's one of us. He's a fucking nerd who ended up being good at it. You know what I mean? So he's not just us talking about it.
Right.
He was about it, and that's why I think as long as they keep this trajectory, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and better. And he can be what Ricochet is in AEW right now, where if he gets a little bit of like personality and then the other way of like dickishness, you know what I mean? Like just a little bit. You don't need to be like because it won't be authentic if he's trying to be all heel, right? So if he just gets a little bit of like cost, somebody who we like a match or little things like that, subtleness. I think that'll be his little last little thing that he needs to come up even higher. But I'm elevated for this match. How about you?
So, like I said, I'm at a 10 also. I really like what you guys are saying about Javon Evans because he does have a charisma, but it's more of a natural charisma, not like a forced showman charisma. It's like he's relatable. Like you said, he's just like one of us. He's just a dude that like you want to root for him, right? So I really like him, and I really like Oba. The one that I've always been historically a little on the fence about has been Trick, but
I still don't understand why.
Even now,
I don't understand how you're on the fence about Trick.
I don't know. But even now, it's like okay, now that he's been away from Mello, I don't know. I think it's done him a little bit of good, at least in my mind.
Look at their trajectories.
Yeah,
it's done him a lot better.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. And I think the match is going to be just fucking awesome, man. The match itself is going to be awesome. I got Oba retaining.
I hope the crowd is into it, man. That's early, dude. It's going to be like noon our time, 10 a.m. LA
Vegas time. That's the one thing that's making me still want to fly out last minute because of the time change. Yeah. Who's winning? You got Oba.
I got Oba. Oba's retaining.
I got Oba. I think Trick's ready to come up. I don't think Oba's ready yet. It sounds stupid to say, but I still think he should hold on to it a bit longer. Oba's 2-time or 1-time champ?
One
time. Yeah,
1-time world champ, 2-time North
American. That's what it is. Because I remember thinking, well, when it happened, when he got the North American title, we're like, whoa, that's early.
Second match.
Yeah, but I'm okay with it. And this is kind of like justifying it. Like, yeah, it worked. It was the right call. I think, him keeping it. I still think Javon works harder towards it. I still think he should win like North American first, but that's just me being old school.
let's say Trick debuts on Raw or SmackDown after Mania. Who is the next top contender for Oba?
Ooh, man.
Look at that men's NXT roster
Yeah.
and where their stories are trajecting. Who is the next foil?
I can't.
Man,
Or do you look outside of NXT?
I was gonna say you could run it back again with Moose. You know, him and Moose.
I forgot. Yeah.
Him and Moose.
This is why I love that TNA partnership.
That was very beefy. That was very beefy. Them two. So I wouldn't mind seeing that again and make that into like an actual feud. And what's Moose's contract status right now?
I have no idea. I have an idea, but it's somebody who signed recently.
Okay.
To come back.
Okay.
Who's somebody who was in NXT for a bit, but like very, very quickly was elevated. Rusev.
Oh,
like I would think it would be wasted to bring him down a little bit because imagine that Rusev Day pop on a Raw after Mania.
Wow.
But Rusev,
Oba.
Oh,
wow.
I'm just like,
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
It just came to me right now. I'm just like, yeah, that's right there.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
a lot.
Oh, I think that's the winner.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go that way too.
Yeah.
Overall, stand and deliver number.
Match
for match. This is good. This is going to be the best value.
9.
Yeah.
9.
Yeah. 9.
Solid.
Easy.
Yeah.
9.
This and this is, I love it because of where it has been in the past couple years, where it's like, dude, you know, in the heyday, some of us look forward to it more than damn near Mania at some years.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course it went down after all the shit, after AW came in.
The new generation of NXT.
Like,
now they're growing up.
Now it's like, damn, it's kind of back. Like
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it's just as excited to. I'm just as excited to stay on my fat ass on the couch all goddamn day Saturday. Yeah, just fucking wake up. Okay, cool. Fuck yeah, Mania's weekend already, starting with NXT.
Nothing but luchas all day.
All day. Fuck them kids.
All right, Mania.
Let's go.
Saturday. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Roman, CM Punk, Seth Rollins,
Oh.
main eventing night 1. We're busting this nut early.
Oh man. Mine might be a little controversial.
All right.
7.
Okay.
On paper, and even segment for segment, this should be higher for me. This should be like, I'm a huge fucking Punk mark, so I'm happy that he's getting his main event. Two-night main event, whatever. I don't care. It's a main event. Yeah, it's ending the show. The stuff with Paul, I love that all three of them are fucking Punk and Paul right now, you know, like and then Roman's fucking Roman, dude. He's the torchbearer of the WWE for the past 5 years. I just still feel like something's missing, and I don't know if they can add that last. You know what I mean? Like
they can't add it, and here's why they can't add it.
I know what it is.
prize.
I know what it is. You just said it. There's no stakes.
There's
There
no
you
stakes,
go.
there's no prize,
Thank
there's
you.
no- it's just a grudge match.
You're right.
Which okay, that's fine, but like that's not for Mania.
And that's exactly what's missing from it. This should be the opener of night 1. This shouldn't be.
Whoa.
This shouldn't be the main event of night 1 because and I know like some people. Oh, but what about CM Punk for the main event? Doesn't matter
I don't even
because
think
this
he cares
isn't
anymore.
this.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't put the Punk marks out there that do care about it, this still doesn't count.
No.
The reason why it doesn't count is because you're at the main event of WrestleMania, but the real main event of WrestleMania is going to be John Cena versus Cody.
No
So,
one
and
grew
that was-
up watching
that-
wrestling thinking I want a main event Saturday.
Yeah.
Right. And that's the problem. And it's not even for a title. So it's just the one that goes on last,
Yeah.
which is exactly what CM Punk's problem was all those years ago.
Mhm.
He was the champ, but really Cena was a champ. And here it is again, 2025, where he's got the main event, but Cena's the main event. So that's what's missing. The fact that it's not for a prize, the fact that it's the main event, but not really. We're trying to say, hey, here's your main event, WrestleMania, blah, blah, but it's not. It's not. So there's so much detracting. And on top of all that, aside from the Punk thing, it is also everybody that's been playing second fiddle. Roman has been second fiddle ever since he's lost to Cody. Roman hasn't been the focal point of anything. Yes, he's been like, oh shit, Daddy's back, but Daddy didn't do anything, right? And it's like, oh shit, he's gonna get back into his main. No, he's gonna get back his title. No, he's not. Yeah, he has a chance for it. Oh, he's gonna resurrect the bloodline. Well, he kind of did, but kind of didn't. So it's like, all right, Seth. Seth has been second fiddle this entire time.
He's been second fiddle of his whole career.
Well, probably not his wole career. Seth for Business wasn't his whole career, but at least within the last year, he was second fiddle to Cody. Hell, he helped Cody last year.
Second fiddle in a main event of Saturday Night last year.
Yeah, so he
was fourth.
None of these competitors in this matchup are the main guy, and it seems kind of fraudulent for this to even be the main event of night one when it should be main event of WrestleMania should have the fucking title involved. So that's what's wrong with it. I am at an 8. I'm not as low as you. I'm not at a 7 because it's still
it's
fire fucking match.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking.
It's gonna be a great match, but it's for what? For nothing. Yeah. It's a grudge match at Mania to end them. No,
we still have Monday to go.
Yes, we do.
What if it's announced that the winner of that match is the next number one contender?
So
cool.
I'm glad you said that because what I was thinking, it was kind of like a stakes from last year. Like, oh, okay, if you win, there's going to be a Samoan
win the main event of night one. Yeah.
But where could you pigeonhole them into the title the next night? Who's the champion? Gunther?
Yeah.
Jay?
Gunther and Jay.
No, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Nah.
You're telling me that if Jay beats Gunther for the title, and then later on that night, Roman's the number one contender, and we get Roman versus Jay
the next night?
Not the next night.
And then Roman takes
the next month, next pay-per-view.
It would be better the next night.
Raw. Because remember, this is Saturday we're talking about.
Yeah.
So if they're Punk and Gunther and Jay are wrestling Saturday, Sunday. There's no way Jay's wrestling again. Not again on Sunday. So this would have to be Raw.
Both world title matches are on Sunday?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Jay could fight the next day if he wins Saturday.
But that's never been announced. Last year was announced ahead of time that they were wrestling twice.
Yeah. I'm saying, like you said, we got Monday.
Yeah.
They announced that on Monday.
Roman's number one contender. Roman's number one contender.
Roman, hey, come here, little bro. That's mine now.
Yeah.
I've never won that one. Oh,
that's
man.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
Jay versus Punk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jay versus Rollins?
Yeah.
Gunther versus Rollins.
So I'm also at an 8 for this match. It's the 3 guys. Last match on the card. I'm worried that this is going to go 42 minutes. That's my biggest worry. 25, which is like the sweet spot.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
I don't think, with the age, I don't think this is going any more than 25.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh,
who wins?
So
depending on the stakes.
It's been said enough online that I have to ask this. What are the fucking odds that Paul Heyman walks out with Seth?
I would say 0. It wouldn't benefit anybody. It would be funny. It'd be like, ah ha ha. But
I got Punk winning.
I got Punk winning also. Punk finally gets his main event win at WrestleMania, but not.
I got Roman about to win, and then Ryback coming to help out Punk to
get out of here.
No, I got Punk.
Get out of here, Ryback.
Take away that beer.
Yeah, I know.
It would be some shit though.
There is
a missing. Hold on. There is a missing element. I feel like something needs to be added into it. Yeah. Something else needs to elevate that match.
And I'm thinking that's it. Winners unofficially or officially the new number one contender for the Raw title.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they're all Raw superstars.
Yeah. Gunther versus Jay.
7.
Really?
Yeah.
That low?
Yeah. And
I
it's
can go lower.
yeah. Actually, it was lower until recently. Until Gunther beat the fuck out of Jimmy.
Yeah.
That got me like, oh, okay.
That needed it.
Yeah. It definitely needed it. And I do have to say, I love the way the WWE played on Jay's mistake of when he did that botch. They're like, oh, you go look. Oh man, you got
Which one?
Where he tripped over himself.
Where he jumped over the ropes and his rope.
Oh, I thought you meant where he tried to do a spear or something and he stumbled.
So that was on purpose because of the week before. Mm-hmm. So that's when they because the fact that they do it into a promo, they can read the fucking room. It's Triple H, bro. You know he can read the fucking room. So it's like I love that they add that little man. You're down here, you're supposed to be the Royal Rumble winner. It's supposed to be your time, but you're
supposed to be the main event of WrestleMania.
You're nothing more than a tag team wrestler. Like I just like woke up, and I love this week's No Yeet. The whole no black shirt, no fucking none of that shit. We got serious Jey Uso. I was like, I remember why we all started liking Jey Uso when he got serious, and when he got goofy again, it's like, oh, cool, everybody. You know, whatever. But when Jey Uso got serious during the pandemic, we're like, hey, what if Jey Uso became fucking main event Jey Uso?
Yeah.
So I think they kind of went a little bit back to basics on that. Like, all right, he's so likable. Gunther is so hateable, but I love Gunther, man.
Then who do you got winning?
It's so easy to have Jay lose. It's right there. Have him lose. Have him live with the fact that he's still not main event. Like have him hungrier. What did we say? Oh, WWE made the wrong fucking move by not letting Cody win 2 years ago. He won the Royal Rumble. He was supposed to finish his story. God, they're so stupid. How much more beautiful was it last year whenever he won than it would have been in 40 and 39? Yeah. I think they should have Gunther still go over and keep him hungry.
I'm at a 6.
Oh, goddamn.
All right.
The fact that there's so
that's low, bro.
The fact that, and I could have gone lower like Arnold. Like it was at like 3 at one point for me. And the biggest fault that we haven't really mentioned yet is this fucking 7-week build from fucking Elimination Chamber to Mania, because we're already like WWE wanted to clear the March Madness hype, make sure they got all the attention, which I understand.
I get it.
I understand. But goddamn, dude,
it's not like that's a new problem. We've been dealing with this every year for forever, for 40 years.
Well, no, March Madness used to end in March, and now it bleeds over to like the second week of April. Yeah. I was at the brewery last weekend cheering on at El Segundo, cheering on Houston when they beat Duke, and everybody's like, "What the fuck's wrong with that way back?" Oh, it's fun there.
Man, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about
that. HCC would never.
Yeah. They won't.
They literally would not.
I've got Gunther retaining, and I'm going to follow Arnold's trajectory. 3rd time's the charm. And by 3rd time, he's winning Money in the Bank. Ooh. And that's how he beats Gunther, by surprise.
Yeah.
And everyone bitching at him that the only way he can beat him is by surprise is how we turned Jay into No Yeet.
Yeah.
Into a heel.
Yep.
Because he didn't win it, he stole it. Yeah, it's not. He beat Gunther unsacredly in a ring that Gunther treats as sacred.
Yeah,
and somehow at this point, somewhere along the timeline, Gunther and Jay are going to swap. Gunther's going to be the foreign babyface, and Jay is going to be the thief.
Get out of here.
Jay's going to be the thief. Hey,
get out of here.
Was Rusev always a face?
No.
How did he get there? When it's over,
Lana?
Rusev Day.
We were saying Lana.
Rusev Day.
Lana was the second fiddle to the Rusev Day. Dude, Adrian, what's his name? Adrian something. One of the bodybuilders. The guy who was at Rusev Day.
Oh,
that guy. He was more over than Lana. No, he was saying it was Rusev Day.
From San Diego, Rey Mysterio. From the Gulf of America, Chad Gable. Number
6.
I'm gonna say 8. I'm gonna say 8.
I'm gonna slide it down the middle. 7.
7. Okay, either one's fine. The reason why it's lower is just because Ray's starting to Andrew Jones himself too, bro.
Yeah,
yeah. Ray needs to hand him up. But this whole storyline,
Dominic should have retired him 2 years ago.
Yes, he should have. This
The
whole,
LWO wasn't doing him any
Nope,
favors.
nope. This whole storyline, I love it. I did not want to like it. Oh, it's Mr. America all over again. It's the Blue Blazer all over again. It's the nah, man. I think it's perfect timing.
It's funny.
It's also perfect timing because of what's going on in America right now. The Gulf from America, dude. That
Oh,
was
I thought you were going to say something else.
no, God, no. Like it's perfect timing because of everything. Like just, I love that we got swerved because we were like, oh yeah, it's Ray Phoenix that it's so and so. It's blah, blah, blah. He's gonna go back and Lucha Underground. No, it's just Chad Gable.
Chad Gable in a mask.
Chad Gable in a mask, and you know what? That's okay because what do we always say about Chad Gable in the ring when that fucking thing started, bro? Sit back and watch.
And it's not like we're surprised that he can't do comedy. I mean, he's done fucking
He's been
Shorty
doing it
G
forever.
remember?
Yeah.
Like, he's-
Shorty G might have been the best thing to happen to him because I think, in my opinion, I've seen an interview
Gave
where
him
it's
a
like,
lot of sympathy.
gave him a lot of sympathy.
Yeah.
And it like the unseriousness of him actually opened up his character.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's just for the funnies for me.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the match itself. The match itself, whatever. I'm at 6 because this is your buffer in between more serious matches. This is your buffer of we could laugh. Hey, go to the concession stand, go take a piss
it's
or
gonna be
whatever.
sponsored by Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, something.
Oh yeah.
I don't have any stakes on anything that Rey Mysterio does anymore because he's so like Rey Mysterio's never gonna play his way out of being a Hall of Famer.
No,
I don't think he's.
he's already in the Hall of Fame.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But I don't think he's going to tarnish his legacy by doing stupid shit.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Because he's done stupid shit, and his people love him more for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a breather match. 6. Yeah.
7.
I got Chad winning.
Oh,
Chad.
No, Chad is not in the match.
That's right.
I've got the Americano.
Mr. America.
Grande Americano.
Yes.
Grande Americano.
I'm gonna get a Grande Americano that morning. Too.
Oh my God! What if this is how we
Starbucks?
get? Yeah, sponsored by Starbucks, and this is how we get Cappuccino Jones into the WWE.
Oh fuck!
Grande Americano and Cappuccino Jones.
Hell yeah!
Y'all completely lost me. What's Cappuccino Jones?
Oh, there's a guy who's the
he's
WWE ID guy.
Yeah, from Booker T's.
Yeah.
His name is Cappuccino Jones.
When you said the time,
cold brew Cappuccino Jones.
Cappuccino
Yeah.
Jones.
when you said about the timing of the way things are going on in the world,
Mhm.
I thought you meant the wrestling world. Because
Oh,
I'm thinking, okay, WWE just bought the rights to Lucha Underground.
Did they?
Okay,
allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly.
WWE just signed Jeff Cobb.
Allegedly.
And so what if it's Matanza that he went to?
Oh my God! I would have such an erection.
What if it's Matanza that he went to?
Oh man, I would lose my shit.
Yeah.
Well-
Tippy time, Charlotte Flair, that promo last week. What the fucking fuck, Char? What the fucking fuck?
It was necessary
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm at a 10. I was at a flat 6. I
It
was like,
needed something.
yeah, I was like, all right, cool. No matter how you slice it, it's not gonna be beneficial. Tiffy's gonna find it if she had before this. If Tiffy goes over Charlotte, okay, whatever. Charlotte's at the point of her career where she's putting people over now. Or LOL, Charlotte wins. It's just like how when she beat Rhea at WrestleMania. You're not ready, kid. You're not ready, kid. Oh no. Then last week happened and it went off the fucking rails quick. Now, part of me, the skeptic in me, believes that was still a work. I think they knew
Same.
it. I think they knew it and they did a shoot work. Like,
Same.
oh yeah, let's just go ahead. Now maybe one of them took it too far in real life, but I don't care. Coincidentally, that morning, Charlotte had just come on one of those like talk shows where she was talking about how my failed marriage is. Oh God, I didn't want to admit it. I feel alone. Blah blah blah. So it's not a coincidence. Like
It's not.
yeah, but
It's
it's okay.
all work.
That's okay because you know what's fake? Wrestling. You know what's fake? Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, all this shit. It's scripted. And that's okay because they're fucking awesome. And this is awesome.
Last of Us starts tonight.
Oh god,
Season
damn.
2.
Yeah, I did I'm halfway through my rewatch.
Oh.
I forgot how good that fucking show is.
I'm just watching the last episode tonight, and then that's my
I
refresher.
got 3 more and then I'm good. But yeah, dude. That's what this match needed, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. It's Tiffy time, baby.
What's your number?
9.
All right.
It needed that. It needed that. The only thing that it doesn't need is Charlotte.
Damn, you stole the fucking words out of my mouth.
If it was anyone else, if it was fucking Zelina Vega, if it was Sol Ruka, if it was fucking Chad Gable with a wig, I'd be at a 10. But it's like, all right, the main event is going to be Charlotte pre-surgery against Charlotte post-surgery.
Yeah.
And it dawned on me that every time Charlotte comes back, she gets shoved into the main event picture instead of her coming from the bottom and getting back to the top to at least either get the rust off, get the booze off, or get the rust and the booze off. Booze as in the crowd reaction to her. Chicago murdered that woman live on television.
Yeah, no chance. That's what she
live
got.
on television, and the jail's not big enough for the whole city.
Yeah.
They might as well burn it down again. Charlotte is dead. I'm tired of Charlotte. I am pulling the Arnold card. Yahweh.
And she understands that too now.
Now she gets it. Like, yeah, no.
Hector.
What up?
What's up, Hector? Joining us in the live chat. He says, Charlotte is a role model of Mercedes Moné.
Ooh.
I have Tiffany winning, though I'm prepared to be disappointed.
I have Tiffany winning, but I am prepared to be disappointed. I am also at a 9. Chris, you stole almost everything I was going to say. I would be at a 10 if it wasn't for LOL Charlotte.
Yeah.
Can I steal the last one from you?
Yes, please.
And this is not to be offensive, it's just an observation. Charlotte looks trans. Her face
You
is
definitely
so
didn't steal
good
that from
up.
me. You definitely did not steal that from me.
They show clips on YouTube of the NXT Black and Gold, and that
Dude,
Charlotte is a
face.
completely different person. It's
It's what happens when
one too many.
Yeah, when you become too obsessed with it, and it's just like it sucks. I mean, that's what it pissed me off the other day. I was like, oh, dude, yeah, she's pretty fucking old. And I looked up, goddamn, bro, she's like a month younger than me, bro. I can't really talk to her shit. She's like my age.
And when she was in NXT,
like, oh, fuck, I'm old.
She was pretty.
I've never thought so.
I thought so.
This is irrelevant conversation, but I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. She's like cool. She's a great athlete. She's not ugly, you know. She's whatever. It's not wild, but that's the reason why I love this whole. Half the reason why I love this whole new women's revolution. It doesn't matter. Like you can, no matter what you look like, if you can put on a fucking good match.
I think I said this a couple episodes ago. We need a little bit more ugly in the women's division.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Charlotte is, but I'm saying that we need a diversity of beauty standards in WWE to show that it's more about the wrestling.
They're all fine in their own different ways.
Well, that's the thing. They all don't need to be fine.
I think they
look at New Bailey.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm excited to see New Bailey. I don't mean.
Right now I'm excited.
You don't need to convince me about Bailey.
Right now
I'm excited for current Piper Niven.
Shut up! I'm talking about the other Bailey. I can't remember what her last name is, but it's also Bailey.
Yeah,
where she's just like this fucking buff fucking chick. And it's like, cool, this is what I need. In wrestling, it's all about diversity of characters, diversity of caricatures, so that they can all just fucking play together and that's it, and you have fun. It's not, and there's too many women in WWE and hell in wrestling in general where their gimmick is, I'm pretty, I'm Barbie, you know, and they all have
ODD.
They all have the little top with the straps. And they all have the little booty shorts, and one's in blue, one's in pink, one's in green, one's in red, and they all fucking look the same, and they all have the same gimmick.
Now Anthony Bowens is wearing a crop top with underboob. Like it's spread.
Oh, fuck. Parao, I see. Parao, Anthony Bowens.
All my 5 tools are up.
LFG has talent filling that need. Yeah, heck, I think that's what I mean. Bailey. Yeah, Bailey. What the hell's her last name? The new Bailey? What's her name?
She can't be named Bailey, bro.
Is that the chick that does the Khalees?
Yes. I can't remember what her last name was, but she's Bailey. I think they spelled it different, not B-A-Y-L-Y. Yeah, B-A-I-L-Y. Bailey something. But anyway, But yes, Hector, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm done with Charlotte, bro.
I'm done with Charlotte. I'm done.
Yeah, no.
I'm done. I needed Charlotte to be eased back into my life, not shoved right up my ass into the main event.
Like,
right?
if Ronda ever comes back, this is where I'd be. That's stuff I have with her. Like,
Yeah.
no.
I still have Ronda fatigue.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Ronda. If Ronda comes back, oh God, if
Yeah.
she goes to the main event right from the get go, oh fuck that.
Yeah. And we all know the thing is, Flair is gonna try to beat Flair's record.
Mm-hmm.
So
what I would have put her is an NXT. Imagine,
already done
but no,
that.
but the gimmick would be different because you have Roxanne coming up, you had Lyra Valkyria coming up, you had about 2 other girls that are on the cusp,
Bailey Humphrey,
if not already ready, and you can have Charlotte own NXT. It was like there's people that think that they're the next superstar. I made this place, and I made the other places.
But yeah,
go through me.
But
At least that would have been fresher than her being stuck in the main event at WrestleMania like this. Yeah. Her winning the Royal Rumble like this again.
I get
that
it.
would have been that's the definition of Abel's easing in.
My thing
like
is,
on NXT, it's like Tuesday.
Dude, she did that in 2020 already. She did it with Rhea. She went back to NXT. She put over EO. She did it. Like, dude, that was probably some of the best Charlotte I've seen. 2020 when nobody was watching. 2020 NXT Charlotte was like, oh fuck, this is really good.
That in your house triple threat.
In your house triple threat match was fucking phenomenal.
Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight.
Yeah.
Numbers
8. I want to be a little bit higher, but it's just another match on the WrestleMania card.
So you think?
Okay, I mean, I could be wrong, but I want it to be higher because I kind of like both of them. I kind of like the feud. I kind of like what's going on with it. It's just I don't feel the gravitas towards it. Like nobody's gonna be like, unless they fucking steal the show. Nobody's gonna be like, man, you know what match was really great from WrestleMania 41? You know, I don't think anybody's gonna say that. But as like somebody that watches wrestling a lot and like knows who these are, I think this is going to be like a sleeper one for us.
I don't think you can be any more wrong. I think this match might steal the fucking show completely.
You're at a 10?
I'm at a fucking 10.
You're at a 10?
Dude,
okay.
They're the type of people that, again, you could say, hey, they're fighting over a cookie. Okay, cool. Bam. Like,
I think they are fighting over a cookie.
I think it doesn't matter. That's proving my point. I don't care why they're fighting. I don't care who's the champion. They are gonna put on a fucking clinic. And like not even like a good old wrestling clinic. Nah, dude, they're gonna have everybody entertained because they have contrasting styles.
Yeah.
Like your cookie cutter wrestler. Like he's got all the typical, wrestling moves. And Jacob Fatu just got that fucking lightning in a bottle, dude.
Yeah.
He's got that fucking
Jacob Fatu does have
it. I can't wait for that entrance, dude. I'm just like how gritty, like he's gonna come out with the fucking ski mask. He's gonna come out, dude. I don't give a fuck. He's gonna come out looking with so a machete. Badass. Yeah, he's gonna do something crazy, dude. He's gonna do something crazy, and I'm loving to a little bit off of Jacob Fatu. I love that Tama Tonga's getting that rub now too. Like, dude, if you watch SmackDown, he got the Orton rub. Yeah. Oh my god, that was it. He's cemented, man. He's got his fucking thing. So like, even now. Solo, I think I've liked Solo more than I've liked him like right now.
Fair.
Like I love the way he finally embraced that little bro character. Like that's who he is. He's a little bro, but I fucking love it. Like back to this match. Like we've all been saying it. LA Knight needs to be fucking up there. Now the last year is kind of proving them like okay, cool. Maybe they were right of simmering them down a little bit and letting them eat up some more time. Gain some more. What is it on World of Warcraft? Whenever you trying to level up, you kill a bunch of boars or whatever.
XP.
Yeah, you got to do that now. So maybe next year he's, whenever the big dogs are taking their much needed breaks or whatever, he can take that very next step. Because I definitely got Jacob Fatu winning in the new U.S. champion. What's up?
Hector says, and I don't know what he's talking about. It says Miss Rachel did the yeah better.
Yep.
Who's Miss Rachel?
You gotta have kids.
Oh, I don't have kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she did do it better. Yes, I think he got it from her.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Let's travel back in the time a little bit. Let's see if we stretch before you jog your memory.
Okay.
Remember when we did our review episode for the first NXT takeover in Brooklyn?
Oh God, that was a long time ago.
My beard was brown.
I handed out a lot of 10s because it was a lot of people's first time in front of an audience that big.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be the prom of Jacob Fatu.
Oh,
he is gonna be the name the name that you wouldn't expect a lot of people to be talking about when WrestleMania is over. Jacob's he's gonna make sure that he gets over.
Jacob never been kissed Fatu. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. What I actually, if you remember, this isn't gonna be his first WrestleMania. He was in the main event last year.
Okay.
As part of the Tribal Combat. So he already got his moment of oh fuck, this is too big. So it's not going to be too big for him. And this is going to be LA Knight's third Mania?
Second or third. Because I remember the first Mania in LA 39, he wasn't even there.
That's what it was. Yeah, he was over, and we're like, why the fuck isn't LA Knight here? Yeah. So this would be the second
last
Mania.
year he beat Logan Paul, I think, for the title.
Yeah. So again, that's fine. The stages are going to be too big for either one of them, so it's going to be just right there.
Jacob has to win this, right?
He has to win this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're still on night one.
LA Knight
New Day versus the War Raiders for the Raw Tag Team titles.
I want to know what Abel thinks because he cannot take his glasses off of this one.
Man,
Homer glasses.
I can't. I want to be at an 8. I think realistically, this is probably a 6.
Have you been watching Raw? No, right?
On and off. I've been watching a little bit of the YouTube stuff and the Facebook clips and things like that.
They do a good job at that.
Yeah.
So then,
yeah, 8 just because of my Homer glasses. What do y'all think? Oh, you busted out another fucking beer? Damn. Okay.
7.
Okay.
There's been a lot of it's missing something. It's missing something.
We know who it's missing.
What's it missing?
Big E.
Yeah. And I'm gonna keep hanging on to that pipe dream that he gets involved in this match.
Okay.
Shit, I would have said Big E versus Obafemi. Yeah. The New Day heel stuff has been interesting. It hasn't been bad, but I'm still waiting for that moment.
It started with the moment. That's the problem.
Right.
It peaked. In its first day, it peaked.
Hector has an interesting question in the live chat. He says, "This is the War Raiders' first WrestleMania."
No.
Well, the WrestleMania where Ricochet and Aleister Black were the tag champions. It was a 4-way match, and the War Raiders were in it.
2019.
That was their first one.
They were the Viking experience. Mm-hmm. Well, technically, this is the War Raiders.
There you go. There you go.
It's like, oh yeah, this LOD and LOD 2000.
Right.
Yeah.
The New Rockers.
The New Rockers.
Marty Jannetty and Leif Cassidy.
Yeah, I'm at a 5, but I could.
5.
Yeah,
5.
Yeah, and and I hope I never. If I ever meet him, it's so respectfully, but I'm the opposite way with Raymond Rowe, and then now the other dude, yeah, Raymond Rowe is just I see the potential he has. I just don't think they've let him get there. Now, whenever he was a single star for a little while, I saw it.
You unfortunately were never graced with the opportunity to see Raymond Death Row.
No,
Raymond Death Row is completely different from Game of Thrones Row.
That's where I'm that's what
you're missing.
I don't see that.
That's where a lot of this comes from. Raymond Death Row, where he's hooked on Viking War Machine.
I'm at the mercy of what I've seen on the telly in WWE. So that's why I'm like, oh yeah, I like the big dude with the hair because he's flippy dippy. The other guy's just kind of his sidekick.
You just need 2 or 3 Ring of Honor matches. You'll be like, that's not what. Yeah. We're still far removed from that.
Yeah.
New Day have to solidify this heel run. I've got New Day winning.
Yeah.
New Day has to kind of win this.
Aren't they close to the title record too? I know they had it for the longest in the Usos
championship,
but a championship reigns.
Championship reigns.
No, they're still 11 or 12. Yeah. Demolition's 50 or something.
Really?
Yeah, I know that Demolition had a lot.
Are the SmackDown tag titles on the line at Mania?
No,
they are
not. At least not yet.
No, they're not. They're gonna. It's Friday. Motor City Machine Guns against
Street Profits.
Yeah.
So you're giving that away on SmackDown?
Yeah, that I will say is bothering me. They made a big deal of the women's Intercontinental title and the women's US title and the SmackDown championships. All 3 beautiful belts. These are probably the best 3 belts in the company right now, and none of them are gonna be defended at.
But Lyra's wrestling.
But Lyra's wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we go any further, I do have to add that as my fucking honorable mention of the week. Bailey and Lyra. Holy fuck.
2 weeks ago?
No, this week, Monday.
Monday?
Match of the week for me.
Oh, where Bailey left
Bailey-
and then she went back and
Yeah.
under? Okay.
Now,
yeah, I
Bailey
remember
and
that.
Lyra had the match of the fucking week for me out of Dynasty, fucking Dynamite, all kinds of whatever, Raw, SmackDown, NXT. They put on a fucking show on Monday, and like I was like, fuck yeah, bravo. And then fucking 4 other teams on Friday and won the gauntlet. They ran the gauntlet, and they were really good. And they look like they've been teaming. Now, they have a couple hiccups here, but they look like it's just like, that's how good Bailey is and how good Lyra already is in her youth, you know. I gotta just give them a fucking
In her youth.
Oh yeah, she's like 21 or something.
Night 1. What are we thinking?
That's all on night 1?
Yeah, 7 matches.
Oh, wow. I'm going to be tired
You're
by
gonna be
then.
tired, bro.
If you watch NXT Saturday morning, you are going to be
Yeah.
tired.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah. I mean, it's Mania. You got to watch it. It's going to be good. But,
Oh, I'm sorry. We have one more match.
fuck.
Jade versus Naomi.
Hold,
Night 1.
hold
shit.
please. Is the Penta match on Sunday?
Yes.
I thought it was Saturday.
Sunday.
Okay, that's even good because what I was gonna say is, damn, night 1's very top heavy over night 2. Night 2 needs some fucking
There's already a triple threat in the main event, so why put 4 more people underneath it?
because I thought this was gonna be like WrestleMania 2000, have nothing but multiple.
Oh, yeah.
rounds.
No.
Yeah.
Naomi versus Jade. Number.
Ooh, 8.5.
I'll rock a 8.
8.
I'll rock a 8.
If this would have been at like, well, the problem was there's a big gap between Chamber and Mania.
Yeah.
If Mania would have been 2 weeks ago, I'd have been at a 10.
Yeah.
But the story just kind of it's sat there. It hasn't like fizzled out. It's just simmering.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger issue that we might have talked about before we hit the record button, it's easy to get lost on a 3-hour weekly show.
Yeah.
And if it was only 2 hours, you'd have more focus on it, even if they're not on there every week.
Yeah.
You're talking about hours of programming.
Yeah.
Hector even brings it up. This is 18 hours worth of programming for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, but 3-hour pre-shows nobody watches them. So
Watch these matches get bumped to the pre-show.
Naomi
No,
turning in.
CM Punk's
no,
on the
that's what
pre-show.
bothers me. They should have the Andre battle in the pre-show, like how we did whenever I went to Mania 34. I loved that was in the pre-show.
Mhm.
It was the Andre and that tag team where Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy won the tag team titles on the pre-show.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy, Bray Wyatt were tag
Yeah.
team there. God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah. I love the subtle fade into Trinity Fatu and not Naomi these last couple of
Mhm.
weeks of her stuff.
Yeah.
That's what's been missing in this.
Mhm.
I'm at an 8.
Mhm.
This is gonna be
Like, where's his
the test for Jade.
Yeah.
Are we gonna put more stock in Jade? Let's see what she looks like after this match. Because at this point, if Jade still needs work, I would not be offended if she goes to NXT.
I want to see Jade's entrance.
There's gonna be a lot of fire entrances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she could have an exceptionally well done entrance if they actually put some time and effort into it.
And I love that it's indoor arena.
Mhm.
I'm not for the outdoors, so I love it. But it's a football stadium, so it's still massive. So we're still going to get all the pageantry and like the pyro and shit like that. So that's good.
I got Naomi winning.
Oh,
That's who should win. That's who should win.
You don't think Jade should win this? She's the one who got jumped.
Don't get jumped.
She gonna get her comeuppance.
Head on a swivel. Don't get jumped.
She's gonna have to sing to Naomi's level to beat her. So
I can see her doing
but
that.
yeah, later, like
Right.
the next pay-per-view.
Like
Backlash.
cheating and stealing.
Yeah.
All right.
7 matches, night 1. What do you think?
Oof.
Solid 8.
I'm tired. I'm tired already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna be not sober by the end of that night.
yeah. You're not sober now.
Yeah, I'm sober.
So I'm gonna start off with this, just as a what if. There's only 6 matches announced for Sunday so far.
What?
Would you like last minute, because we still have SmackDown on Friday? What if they announce Randy Orton versus Aleister Black?
Yes. 10.
Number
10. This is
10. They've never faced
Versus
off against each
Aleister
other.
Black.
I don't
I'm giving it a 9 just big.
I'd give it a 9 because
Okay.
there's still that what if it just doesn't mesh.
Yes, I'll give you that. But what did Malachi Black give you in AEW? Any calls for being like, no, he doesn't have it?
Oh no,
right? No. In fact, he kind of proved that he shouldn't have never left,
even through the back injury.
Yeah. He's got it. He can wrestle a broom. Randy Orton,
the black room.
Randy Orton now. I think I said it 2 years ago with whenever he was teaming with Riddle, but now this is the most I've ever liked Randy Orton in my entire fucking life. This Randy Orton is like Old Man Logan, but like not like crummy. So it's kind of like just Old Man Randy. So it's just like fucking, he's having the time of his life, and I'm here for it, dude. I'm here for him. He's what not a lot of people get to experience, and he's getting his flowers whenever he was still here.
Yeah,
you can tell in his face when people sing along to his song. He's just like, oh my god, like I made it. Yeah, like I've already just on merit alone, dude's been a Hall of Famer for 10 years, right? But now
titles and main events be damned.
Yeah,
this
is what did it, and this is like. It's full circle for me because I fucking hated Randy Orton when I was in my 20s.
How often did we say Randy Borton?
Yeah.
Randy Borton.
Randy Borton. I remember being like, oh, yeah, Randy, another Randy match. And then every once in a while, and then every couple of years, he'd be like, oh, he's getting a little interesting. And then he'd go right back. Oh, look, the shit with Bray Wyatt. Oh, yeah, dude. And then he'd go back. And then
him and Seth.
Yeah.
And then him and Riddle.
Dude, I'm so upset about KO, man, because him and KO would have had a match.
Yeah, they would have.
They would have had such a great match, and KO might be done.
Yeah,
KO might be done just because of his age. Because so and so came back. Yeah, so and so. Edge was like 30 when he had that surgery. Fucking Daniel Bryan was like 30, whatever, dude. He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
I don't think he should come back.
And that's what they told Edge, and you saw what they're doing with him in AEW.
That's true. Oh.
Yeah.
Work for me, brother.
Hector says in the live chat, what match should be relegated to the pre-show for night one?
Ooh.
Should any of these be pre-show matches?
Naomi and Jade.
No.
Damn!
No,
I got one.
I don't
tag.
What tag?
War Raiders versus New Day.
Yeah.
No.
No?
You have 3 hours on Friday and 2 hours on Monday to fill. There should be no pre-show matches whatsoever. There should be none.
That's fair.
Okay.
No Andres, no Mae Youngs, no Zilch, no nada, bupkis, square root of jack.
Okay.
Every single one of these matches deserve to be on the show proper. Because here's the problem.
Preach.
Because here's the problem. All of these matches have been built at least 4 weeks, if not months.
Yeah.
This is a part that I forgot to mention. Your negative from AEW pay-per-view, my negative. Why? I don't want to bang this table. Why the fuck was the open challenge with Anthony Bowens on the pre-show?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
That had just as much build and fan attention. If you would have put that on the main show, even for the 2 minutes it fucking took, that would have maybe helped us forget about the sour taste of fucking Moxley.
Sure.
So you don't want to have that backlash, no pun intended, later on. Oh, these guys have worked so hard. Why are you putting the girls on the pre-show? Or why are you putting the tag on the pre-show? That means you're just like Vince. You're not taking. All of this is main show. All this is main show quality. All of it.
All right. So another thing that Hector's saying, which is something that I might agree with a little bit. He would prefer Randy versus Aldis.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were getting.
Yeah, see,
Aldis
could still go.
Dude, if you saw Aldis' promo,
probably
on Friday, I was like, "Oh, he showed some fire." Now the crowd didn't help
because that crowd doesn't know.
Yeah, that crowd didn't know shit.
They don't know
because you could tell he got emotional, and Randy saved him by saying, "I respected you way before you even got here."
Yeah,
I love that Randy did that. But he's like, I busted my ass for 20 years to get to this company, and he stopped. It might have been in the thing. Stop for applause.
Yeah.
Nobody said shit. And I was like, fuck all y'all in that crowd. And fuck all of y'all in that crowd. I don't
Which is funny because you don't really know much about him either.
I'm a fucking respectable human being.
Yeah.
The what was it? World Elite? Is that what he was Magnus and TNA, and he was the leader of that group?
Oh, fuck that. Strictly Business in NWA when he was the world champion.
I have watched one Nick Aldis match in my entire life.
Him and Cody?
Him and Cody. That's
Yeah.
that was a
That's
nice
all
That
you
was
need.
good.
That
That
was
was
real
real good.
Fuck, that was all out
That
one.
was real good.
Right? The first one, I was like,
And he, even if you, for anybody that didn't know it, him and NWA on the mic, just as good as anybody on the main roster of WWE. The one thing I would say, because Hector's asking a lot of questions, he usually would be here.
Yeah. I was about to
What
say, Hector,
should-
if you're gonna ask this much shit, why don't you just show up?
Should Alistair get the Cody treatment? And I'll entertain him for a second.
Okay.
As much as there's understanding and meaning and purpose for KO versus Randy Orton, it's just another rivalry match at WrestleMania.
That's how I feel about Fatu and LA.
The one thing that WWE is missing right now is, I don't want to say the imagination, but the ingenuity that Bray Wyatt left behind. And you have that with Alistair. Imagine the promo if Alistair beats Randy in 3 minutes, and then the next night on Raw, black screen, Alistair says, Randy, I figured you out before you figured yourself out. How long did it take for you to realize that all the voices in your head were mine?
Wow.
And fuck with him. And he can't win another match until he beats Alistair again, until he finally beats Alistair.
Somebody put like online.
Like, where's that? Where's that Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt? What the fuck is in his brain kind of story? Before Bray Wyatt, oh shit, Undertaker's kind of crazy, man. Like that, out there stuff is missing.
If I'm not mistaken,
And Alistair can give that to us.
Somebody had posted there's a link for Alistair and Randy either before Alistair left in some of the promos he was cooking, because he was cooking on them promos before he got fucking let go stupidly.
Bray, let me in.
Yeah.
Alistair, answer the door.
Yeah.
Knock on my door, or whatever.
Somebody, if I'm not mistaken, I'll find it, but I swear there was some kind of like little connection of like wordplay with of Randy asking for something and then Alistair answering, something like that. But dude, again, Alistair Randy will do it for me, man.
Hector says Alistair will get that Wyatt 6 push for 1 month.
Where has the Wyatt 6 been?
Exactly.
That's what I mean.
Remember Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexa and Alistair.
Alistair.
Alistair's new Julia.
Yeah.
No. All right, Sunday proper.
Sunday proper.
Liv and Raquel versus Bailey and Lyra Valkyria for the women's tag titles.
8.
7.
8.
What are you waiting for? What's missing?
The prestige of the women's tag team championships.
Okay.
It's been kind of like a nothing burger for a while, and like, okay, cool. This might be a good match to elevate it to.
They've been elevating it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not at like 10 territory for me.
No.
But it's getting there. It's just not there.
I'm at a 7, but you know me and Bailey, so that's why I'm at 8.
Yeah.
But I'd be a 7 only because they just threw Bailey and Lyra together.
Yeah.
Now, why I brought up how much I was paying attention to Friday's tag match, there was a couple times where you could tell they got irked at each other, but they were supposed to be like. They show their cracks, like, no, what are you doing? Hey, no, what are you doing? Like, they're irritated at each other for doing certain things. And at the end of the match, Bailey,
familiar feeling. I have
at the end of Monday's match, when Bailey lost, she didn't want to shake her hand. She got booed.
Never told him the position was open where you were working at.
I know, right?
It's your own fault.
It's my own damn fault.
Yeah.
The crowd kind of turned on Bailey for half a second whenever she didn't shake her hand.
Yeah.
Now, I would love me some heel Bailey. So if the match ends with Bailey just fucking turning on Lyra and just beating the shit out of her, I'm here for it.
So for all the negative I've said about how it's been a detriment that it's been this long between Chamber and Mania, this has been a positive because they needed this time for all that story to come out, to air out, for it to get to where it's been.
Fair.
So that's why I'm at an 8 for this match. And this is probably the cherry on top to Liv's great year she had from last Mania till now.
What can't be undersold is them at ringside for Friday's match. Because they were like, yeah. Why? By the end of the match, it was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Even Raquel, who like towers both of them.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah.
And I got Liv and Raquel holding it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, this is the vehicle to further.
Yeah,
Bailey
they're an actual
versus
team.
I want new belts.
Bailey versus Curia for the mid card.
I want bigger belts for them.
Okay.
Like the SmackDown, like the throwback belts. Which speaking of the throwback belts, that Cody segment with the belts. Oh, God, I forgot how. You forget how. I know they brought it back at the beginning of the year, but they could make that fucking Winged Eagle thing just like come back. Like they could just bring the bitch back. Like, it's so good, and I don't care. A lot of people shit on the Attitude Era belt. I always liked it. The blue one?
Yeah, the bigger belt.
The big ass one?
Yeah.
I loved it. I didn't hate it when they changed it. I was like, nah, I like it.
The only one that was worth it for a while was the Smoking Skull belt.
And I was just about to say, if you
That's
want
one of my
if
possessions,
you want
I will have that. That and the Flu Game Jordan shoes in a mantle
they're
somewhere.
re-releasing that.
And they did.
Yeah.
I still don't got money.
Imagine the Decepticon red, white, and blue as a belt for Cody, like Steve Austin's Broken Skull.
Yeah. No one's had a custom belt in decades.
The only one was Cody when he brought back the old school Intercontinental with the strap.
Best
one
one ever
the straps.
did,
Yeah.
The Jeff Hardy fucking belt. God damn, that thing was so fucking stupid. The one that was like his face paint.
From TNA.
Yeah, it was purple strap.
Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh man, this is always the bridesmaid, never the bride fucking match here.
What?
Yeah.
They both won the world title last year at Mania.
Yeah.
In the same match.
Yeah.
Within 10 minutes of each other.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. It feels like the twos are fighting it out over who's a better number two.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I wish both of them were number ones, but you know, I don't know.
We're-
I'm at an 8.
You're spoiled with riches right now.
I know, right?
There's so
I'm at
many
an 8.
people solidified. There's so many people on the come up.
Right.
And there's so many people in the oven in NXT just waiting.
For every Shawn Michaels, you gotta have a Bret Hart, bro.
For every Shawn Michaels, you have to have that Marine that kicked his ass at the bar.
Yeah.
Don't talk about that. That's kayfabe, bro.
Yeah.
That's kayfabe. He lost his smile.
Good thing he didn't lose any teeth. I'm at a 7.
Those seen sunny days.
I'm at a 7. It's this is an example, like we said earlier about 3-hour SmackDowns. This is an example of 2-night WrestleManias, where this match, no disrespect meant by this could have easily main evented the SmackDown before Mania or the Raw after Mania. Instead of having 2 fucking nights. And this would have meant more if this was on a show that was 2 hours as opposed to 2.5 or 3 or however the fuck. I'm at an 8 for it because it's going to be fucking good. They're going to lay it in. They're going to be stiff as fuck. And I got McIntyre winning.
I got Priest winning. I don't know why. I just feel like
Father Ramirez.
I got Priest. I do have to mention, I love that Drew's plan backfired on him. In total real life, he's doing the whole Punk Gorilla Glass thing. He proved Punk right. He proved Punk right. He did the real glass thing. No, dude, a shard of glass poked him in the eye, and that's a legitimate eye patch. This is not part of the storyline at all.
Cry me a river.
Cry me a fucking river. Punk, Thanos, Magneto, Punk.
All right. They're all right.
Who's winning, Abel?
Priest.
Okay.
Priest.
And you got one eye.
Here's why I say Priest.
Priest.
Here's why I say Priest.
Can't win with one eye, bro.
Jean-Pierre Lafitte. I think that we've been doing a lot of torturing Drew to just make him more pissed off, and that's been making him more interesting.
Yeah, keep doing it.
Yeah,
keep making him interesting.
He needs to age.
Yeah,
like in 6 months, his hair should be long and gray.
His hair and beard is way too black for me, bro.
Yeah. The Arnoldo special.
Oh,
Braun Breaker, Dirty Dom, Finn Balor, Penta, El Cero, Miedo, Intercontinental Campeonato del Mundo, pues. Dame un número.
10.
10.
Sí. Chingas tu pinche madre.
¿Quién gana, güey?
That's a better question.
¿Quién y cómo?
Oh,
Hay 4 güeyes. 4 puñetas. O tres y un demon.
Ay.
Dominic Mysterio pitting Finn Balor.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Way.
That's exactly what I was
Hector
thinking.
says 11. Dom wins.
Yes.
Dom lays on Finn. Like, he doesn't cover him. Like, they both get beat to shit, and Dom just falls on him.
Has to pin Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Pin Balor.
That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
It helps everyone. Sorry, Finn. It helps everybody but Finn.
Oh, no. Don't say sorry, Finn, because the rematch, we get the demon back.
Yeah.
We get Demon Finn to beat
teasing
Dom.
it.
Yeah.
He's been teasing the demon for like 2 months.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dom has to win this. Penta's not. I don't see Penta taking a pinfall.
No. That's why.
And I don't.
In fact, I never saw him get eliminated from the Royal Rumble.
You know, I don't know, man.
How old are the glasses, bro?
I'm feeling Penta winning this.
No.
I wouldn't be mad.
I'll go one step further. I don't see Braun taking a pin at all.
No.
Yeah,
Braun's not getting pinned.
I think Penta's beating Finn. And you know, he's not going to be afraid of the demon. Porque cero miedo.
I got Penta pinning. What if Penta beats Dom? Dom's whole original plan of adding Penta to the group, not only did it backfire, he took the pinfall and gave Penta the belt. Or is that the elaborate plan and Penta's in the group all along because Dom let himself get pinned?
Penta Oscuro.
Penta Oscuro. Penta Judgment Day.
Penta Midnight.
Yeah.
Penta Dark.
Penta.
Nah, dude, this
Penta
match is gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah.
That
Dom.
fucking spear, dude. R.I.P. Carlito.
And he even played with it on Twitter.
Is he dang? He does that to me every time he sees me too. Oh man, I'm loving every bit of this. This is the most character Finn has had in a long time. A long time. I am going to say he's had 3 magnificent runs in his 10-year career now in WWE, NXT. That's like, you're not beating that. I don't think anybody's even come close to NXT Finn Balor. Like his that arc. NXT 2.0 Finn. And then
the Prince?
The Prince. Ooh, fuck. He saved the fucking pandemic with NXT.
Yeah.
And then now. I love it now because he's doing. Remember what I used to say that I loved that Aleister Black would do? Whenever he would win, he would absorb like Kirby. Part of your thing. I think now Finn has kind of like grabbed things here and there because this is the most outwardly he's been on the microphone on the backstage segments where he's just not just like yeah. He's like animated, but not like comically. Yeah, here and there, but like not too comically where it's like you can still take him serious. He's still that dude. So it's like, him cool. Braun Breaker fucking ready to fucking.
And you know the best part hasn't even come yet? Just wait till we get Dom and Carlito against Finn and JD McDonough.
Oh,
you don't think JD McDonough's over now because of what happened, how he got injured in that match? All the fans know about it now, and they're gonna. And he was already starting to get some positive reaction being out there with the group. He's gonna be over when he comes back, and with a face Finn, bro.
Dude, he came over Me Too.
Yeah,
he got over Me Too. He got Me Too and still came up winning. But yeah.
So you got Dom pinning Finn. I have Dom pinning Finn. Who you got?
I got Penta pinning Dom.
Okay.
I'm
not mad at that either.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah.
This is another one of those matches where no matter who wins, I'm like, cool.
Hector says Penta introduces Perros de Mal.
Lost me.
Yeah.
If I repeat that, I'll get thrown over a wall. And I don't have my passport on me.
Hot take: Finn would be Cody right now if he didn't get injured.
Would be Cody?
He'd be Cody.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, dude! I've said that for 10 years now.
Yeah.
Finn was supposed to be the dude.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, and then Vince McMahon got scared.
Yep.
Yeah. And nobody's ever been. Triple H has tried his ass off to save his legacy, and I don't think it's salvageable. It sucks until he wins a world title, but I don't think they'll ever give it to him. Maybe the new world title.
What if Dom pins Penta, and we get Dom and Finn, reluctantly, Dom and Finn against Penta and
Ray Phoenix?
Ray Phoenix.
Flip this table.
Because from Phoenix's original debut last week on WWE TV, they mentioned Lucha Bros.
They
mentioned right off the bat. So they've already associated them together. They're just on different brands.
Yeah.
So what if that's what it takes for the first iteration of the Lucha Brothers, Lucha Bros, Lucha Hermanos, Los Hermanos Lucha.
Los Hermanos Pollos.
The Wrestling Brothers.
Yes.
And Gable peeking through the curtain.
He's their manager. La Academia Alpha.
I'm your customs. I have your passports. You're my team.
Oh, man.
Ese pinche Starbucks, ven aquí. Mira. Ese güey.
Side note, I'm so happy that Rey Fenix is in fucking WWE on SmackDown. Both of his matches have been like, dude, Nathan Frazier almost fucked that match up, and it still ended up being badass. And fuck, who did he fight? Oh, buddy, tell me who he fought on Friday. I just watched the match.
I forgot.
Oh my god, Berto. Dude, that was a great match.
Okay.
So, and I love that they're not like overdoing it. The flipping, he's still doing a lot of flipping stuff.
Slower.
But he's slowing it down.
It breathe.
He's letting it breathe, and he's doing kind of like a hybrid of it. I'm just like, it's like a slow version of what he does, because that's fine. That's good.
In hindsight, it's kind of odd how Triple H figured it out. Penta wrestles almost the same, but he has more of the personality, more of the charisma. You have a wrestling gimmick with your hands, you're over. Him being on Raw, and Phoenix with the rest of the wrestlers, for his palate to bounce off against,
that's reading the fucking room, dude.
Yeah, that's a Survivor Series team up waiting to happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. AJ Styles, Logan Paul,
5,
7,
5.
7.
It's just something about this just isn't clicking with me.
It never does.
AJ Styles is past his prime.
And get the fuck out of here, Abel.
Hector says 10.
Yeah, you're
what?
Honestly,
on paper,
Hector can probably convince me, because what I was going to say is 7, but somehow this is going to be one of the top 2 matches of the night.
Wow.
Tell me, answer me. When the fuck has Logan Paul let you down in the ring?
Never.
A very little bit against The Miz. But that's because The Miz couldn't balance it.
Yeah, I blame more The Miz on that one.
You know what this is missing? And this is going to sound stupid. This match should be Ultimate X.
Oh, wow.
I don't think AJ can do anymore. But
because I've had enough of Logan Paul plus X on paper. There has to be a story. There has to be something that convinces me that Logan Paul belongs in the ring on that television with that audience.
Why not have him wrestle the probably pound for pound best wrestler in the WWE?
Claudio Castagnoli?
He's not in the WWE.
Oh, damn. Oh, Grande Americano.
He's a luchador. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a badass match. I think AJ is gonna carry him, but he's gonna have some really
on paper it looks great,
spots.
But getting here,
dude, you can sell Logan Paul being hated, and
that's what the show on Max is for.
Yeah. Okay. How many people that watch the show on Max are gonna watch this Mania because it's Logan Paul?
Tony Khan.
Dude, my nieces, they're teenagers, and they're going, Logan Paul, what the hell? Like, whatever. I was like, yes, dude, come watch Luchas with me. Like, it's fucking great. Like, dude, again, because I have teenage nieces, 10-year-old daughter, I know who Actual Speed is, and I know who fucking all these streamers are. So it's like, this is gonna be their time for that match. Okay. We're gonna see a bunch of
that. I get.
Yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of streamers or a bunch of randos or maybe some UFC people. No. Somebody's gonna come out and do some shenanigans in this
next year. We're gonna be on WrestleMania.
Yes,
and all our 5 and 6-year-old fans will be like, oh my god,
damn, we're gonna be HWR bald.
Yeah,
I'll bring the gun.
Yes. Hector says he's at a 10 because Paul is going to bring out AJ Styles from the X Division without the spiral tap.
And he said AJ Styles said he never do. He's done
can't
that
do it
move.
anymore.
He can't do that move.
Yeah.
And he hates his old theme song. He's like, if I never hear that song again,
I don't want no.
The I am.
Yeah, the one from TNA. Yeah, the one from TNA. He's like, if I never hear that song, I'm fine.
I got Logan Paul winning.
Yeah, I got Paul winning.
Yeah, of course.
Io, Bianca, Rhea women's world title. Arnold, wipe up the drool. Give him a number.
11.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says about EO not belonging because there's starting to be some chatter about that. Fuck Kevin Nash.
What?
Like, yeah, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Kevin Nash.
He should have said that she's in the way. She's in the way.
Yeah.
He said he's in the way.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
dude. She has probably been the shiniest star out of the three. In their rinse and repeat segments where they just kind of like shove her off, doesn't matter. She still steals the show every single fucking time. Now, purists will say should be a singles match. I don't give a fuck about purists.
This is the only defense I will give Kevin Nash. We've been wanting Bianca versus Rhea one-on-one at WrestleMania since they were the final two at the Rumble that Rhea won. That's the most defense I'll give Kevin Nash on his opinion.
They were the one where Bianca won, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only defense I will give him.
And you know
EO
what?
needs to be in this match.
You know what? Give it to us next year. I'll
But
still
that's
be
every year.
Yeah, and I'll still
every year we're like, I want it. And like, oh, next year.
And where are we now? We're still like, yes, give it to me. Yeah. I'm okay with not having it this year. And you give it to me next year, I'm still okay with it. A heel Bianca next year.
Whipping Rhea to fucking death.
Dude, yeah.
Ooh.
I need
and
it.
Rhea will take it. You'll see her looking like fucking Wolverine with all the
injected
wounds.
into my fucking veins.
Looking like Psylocke.
Yeah.
My dick.
Aye.
Yeah.
How about
All
that?
just straight in there.
Christopher Guzman.
What up, Chris?
Holy
What's up, man?
shit.
He says, Mommy 9.
Mommy.
Snoo.
Fair. Dude.
I'm at a 10. What built this for me was the fucking swerve of EO winning the title when we weren't expecting that. EO getting interjected into this fucking made it for me. It made it interesting. It made it different because I thought we were just going, okay, we're just going to truck along for 4 weeks, whatever. But no, the EO wrinkle, that made it interesting. Seeing Mommy like damn near crying how disappointed she was made that interesting.
That's another level of Rhea.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate here, because you offered the Kevin Nash perspective. Let me give you the Nimrod perspective. What if Rhea's in the way?
No.
A lot of people have said that. A lot of people said that, okay, cool. Why is she in the match? She didn't win anything. She just got in because of her name.
She could have any other match. She could have any other match at Mania and be just as important as that match. Yeah. Why would you want Rhea as a three-way?
She's getting a rematch. She was a former champ. She lost the title. 4
letters. Mommy. That's why.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't agree with it. I just asked. Like, yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah, well, you saw me throw out the 10. I want the 3 of them.
I'll drink
but
that.
Just there's been a lot of
give me all 3. I'm hardcore.
It's easy to like complain about shit on WrestleMania weekend instead of seeing what you're getting and just taking it for what it is. And I've heard a lot of people complain about the Rhea aspect as opposed to the EO aspect of being shoehorned in.
I was curious as to why Rhea dropped the title to make it interesting.
Yeah. Austin was always better when he was chasing.
Yeah.
Rhea was not a great champion last year. Let's admit it. She defended the title like 4 times.
Here's the other issue that
I don't think I'm willing to admit that.
Here's the issue that people are looking at right now. If Rhea continues to win, we're gonna react to her the way we react to Charlotte now.
Yeah,
and you don't want
Rhea,
that.
Bingo.
Rhea cannot win.
She has to have some flaws in her armor, and EO exposed one. Congratulations. Yeah. Now she's gonna remember that, and she's not gonna let that happen again.
She unlocked a whole different level of her character.
Yeah,
she's vulnerable. And she's never been vulnerable like that before.
Now you see the emo kid cry, you're gonna fall for the emo kid quick.
Yes.
So who do you have winning?
Io Sky.
Who do you have winning?
Bianca.
She's undefeated at WrestleMania.
I got Mommy.
Oh shit!
Mommy getting it back. Mommy getting it back.
That's the beauty of Mania. Mm-hmm. So many options, so many good options.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's only 1 or 2 options left. Cody versus.
Oh, wait, hold on. Before we move on to that, who will have the best entrance out of all of them? I've always been partial to EO's music.
Yeah,
I love EO's music.
Unless she gets Def Rebel.
Oh yeah, but like I want to hear her music and then add a WrestleMania gravitas level to it. Like do something else. She comes out and she does her little fucking. She does the Dougie, right? Yeah. But like, if there's something else that she could do to that, something else.
So Rhea already had motion this last year.
Give me epilepsy, all the lights, everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For EO's entrance.
Bianca always kills it on her entrances, though. Yeah. She always like
have a DJ remix that shit on stage, like it's and give people glow sticks.
Yeah.
Make it a fucking
Are we
rain.
gonna have a marching band again
I
this
saw
year?
Living Color might do CM Punk's entrance again.
Oh fuck yeah!
Okay.
I'm for
I'll
that.
get with that.
I'm
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
Wait, there's no way that's the last match already.
Cody versus Cena.
That's the last match already?
Yeah.
Quantity over.
That's probably the match that's going 40 minutes. If
Oh,
not
yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
That one. So that's probably why there's only 6
And it's gonna
matches.
be a slow 40 minutes. The
Yeah.
first 15 minutes, they're just like fucking circling each
Entrances,
other, listening to
crowd
the
reaction.
crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Let's go, Cody.
like-
let's go,
like,
Cena. Let's go.
Collar and elbow tie up and like, oh fuck,
Do
what?
we see
Milk
a
that for 3 minutes.
WrestleMania 18 crowd turn. Where everyone.
You know what? It's possible
Everyone's
because
gonna
there's
be on
so
Cena's
many.
side.
There's so many marks that are like all pro Cena right now. Now
Yeah.
they fucking
Where
turn
the
heel.
fuck were you in 2013, you pieces of shit?
there is something to be said about a title run going so long that people get tired of it.
Yeah.
Like Punk, he leaned into it by turning heel in the story
Yeah.
because towards the end
It
of
was-
his face run,
was
people
getting
were
stale.
already getting it was already getting stale.
Yeah.
So it would be in Cody's best interest to just ride that out.
And people
Let them boo him.
People want Cody to be a heel. Look,
Yeah.
I've never seen the show, but apparently with the boys or whatever, right? Is it where they have like this guy who's like a super like this?
Oh,
American-
Homelander.
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
Homelander?
he basically bases
Yeah.
his costume off of Homelander.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that shit like that. I've never seen it, but apparently that type of shit will work with Cody. We saw him get booed in AEW.
Yeah.
It works, and
Yeah.
he'll lean into it.
I've seen some promos and some work of him in Ring of Honor as a heel. Yeah, he just wait for that Cody heel.
Dude, remember Bullet Club fucking Cody?
Yeah.
That's why he became who he fucking
Turning on
was.
Kenny.
Yeah.
Did we give out our numbers for this match?
No, we're about
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're just now sinking our teeth in.
Yeah, I'm at a 10. I'll start it off. I'm at a 10 just because of what I said. Because I think we can get that WrestleMania 18 in a bottle again, of where they just have that moment where they look, and Cena's like, "I'm supposed to be the bad guy," and Cody's like, "I'm supposed to be the good guy." What the fuck? Everybody's like going backwards, and they're gonna.
It wasn't going backwards. At first, it was them chanting for each other, and then as the match went on, they picked that they decided Hogan was still their hero.
Yeah.
So that could be
Where is Mania? Vegas, right? Vegas.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a very American crowd.
Be a lot
See
of
that
spots.
happened in Canada.
Canada.
So there was
Bizarro
enough.
world.
Yeah, there was enough like
But
marky juice in Canada for them to do the.
It
They're
helps.
the 51st state.
Yeah.
it helps
Yeah.
that the 3 appearances or the 2 appearances of Cena on Raw was overseas, where the audience, if you're watching the television show and their audience sees that Cena gets booed in the first 5 minutes and then by 20 minutes later they're cheering for him, okay, maybe I should feel that way. And if you get 2 or 3 weeks on television in a row of a crowd that Cena turns them from booing them to cheering him, maybe us at home or the people that are watching because they know who John Cena is or they know son of the American Plumber Daddy, maybe I should be cheering for Cena also. So it helps that we have that on television, on tape, so that it's okay to cheer Cena even though he's an asshole and he's fighting Cody because he's an asshole and he sold his soul to The Rock. So that crowd can still turn for Cena.
So is The Rock coming out?
Thank you
That's
for asking that. So I do have a theory.
Okay.
Go.
Rock turns on Cena.
Hombre,
Cody, heel champion, corporate champion. Team corporate.
I mean,
Remember,
definitely,
he filed Team Corporate like a year ago as one of his little trademarks.
it's definitely a swerve. But
Would
does
that
it
be
make
a swerve,
sense?
just a swerve? No.
It's putting a hat on a
It
hat.
makes sense because this was Cena being desperate to get his title match. And this is Rock saying,
This
no,
is definitely
fuck you.
Rock Mankind from '98.
Yes,
Mankind was supposed to be the heel because he was trying to suck up to Vince McMahon, and then all along, The Rock, who was getting organic cheers, was the one that wound up getting.
I guess you can say, you know what it'll
so
be.
I can see that.
You know what it'll be? It'll be a deadly game. So yeah, fucking
And Cena,
dude, fucking Cody puts Cena in a sharpshooter. Cena calls for the fucking bell. Oh my god, the Las Vegas screw job.
Damn.
I'm here for it. Because think about it. This whole thing, Cena's got. I suck at math. 12 minus 4, 8 more months of fucking his farewell tour.
Yeah.
Why would you bust that nut in April of him beating the record of world championship.
But
let him chase.
You don't always believe a heel. If Cena remains heel and holds a
He just
title,
retires.
he doesn't retire.
Oh.
He comes back the next Mania. Because the heel's not supposed to be honest. So a heel can lie to you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep going.
Remember, once in a lifetime happened twice.
That's true. Twice in a lifetime.
Shit, they can even reference that in the promo.
Hector says 10. Cena wins Infinity War, ending WrestleMania. And Infinity War ending to WrestleMania.
Now,
and then Endgame will be
who's going to be in Vegas accepting a Hall of Fame award, right?
Ooh.
Austin.
Stone Cold. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He
So
gets involved.
will Bret Hart.
One of them can wrestle.
Damn.
Physically.
The other one's only known for getting heart attacks.
Damn.
Well, I think they both have heart attacks, actually. Didn't Stone Cold? Oh, no, he just almost died in 2019.
I'm at a 10. Man, it's so hard to call who's going to win this and what kind of shenanigans.
Cena has to win this.
You think Cena has to win this?
You have to validate the heel turn.
You do, but I really love my idea. I have to say this. I love my idea of Cody turning on being on the Rock side. I love that idea because it's history repeating itself with the guy who did it. It's the Rock.
What if other history
the corporate
repeats
champion?
itself?
Huh?
Here, let me give you one.
Give me.
Cena loses on Sunday. CM Punk won on Saturday. And on Monday, CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the world title, for the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the Monday after Mania, you can bend the rules.
Cena Punk?
CM Punk turns heel. And he gives the belt to Cena because everybody's got a price.
No.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. Didn't he just say that when he came back?
Fuck out of here.
And then when Cena's gone, CM Punk gets it.
Nah.
You're just mad because it's Punk.
Yes.
There you go. 13 matches on WrestleMania Saturday and
that
Sunday.
we know of.
That we know of.
Probably
So far.
14.
No,
Sunday is a fucking 10.
Yeah, dude. Sunday. Quality. Sunday's quality. Quality over quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm for it. That's two different like styles of pay-per-view in 2 nights. I'm fucking here for it. Where are they gonna slip in the Hall of Fame?
Friday?
I think it's Friday night. After
No, 3 hours.
No, Friday morning before.
separately, because remember, SmackDown's 2 hours behind.
Huh?
So SmackDown ends at 8, and then they have a Hall of Fame like at 9:30 somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah, but
They
for
get to
us
play with
Centrals, SmackDown's gonna be 7 to 10. It's Hall of Fame 10 to fucking midnight.
Is anyone watching the roast of WrestleMania on Sunday after?
No.
No?
I'm very, very polarized with Kill Tony. Like, I absolutely think he is fucking hilarious. He takes it too far a couple sometimes, and that's comedy. That's fine.
Yeah, you don't know where the line is until you cross
exactly. Like, I can't. Being a dick, being a guy who considers himself
Being a fellow dick.
Yeah. Being somebody who considers himself funny enough to be like, hey, I can take a joke, right? Carlos Mencia, if you can take a dick, you can take a joke, right? Everybody knows that shit. Sometimes even for me, it's like, it's not even he goes over the line, it's just like tasteless. And there's a difference between going over the line and being tasteless. And he's done a couple of times where it's just like, okay, but more than not, he's fucking funny. Like, and he just seems like a nice guy, which is what always trips me out about when he goes too far. It's like, dude, he seems like the coolest guy to chill. If you ever watched that podcast with him when he was on with Taker, he advocated for wrestling so much. Yeah. Like, so he went on Rogan's podcast and made Rogan be like, oh fuck, wrestling might be kind of cool. He's like, no, dude, he advocates. He's a huge wrestling fan, so it's like maybe it'll be really, really, really good. Now, is it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday after
Mania.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
God damn, that's gonna be so late. Even after the post
post show,
mm-hmm.
Dude.
Okay, man, that's too late.
I might call in.
I know, right?
But yeah,
Christopher Guzman saying, "Watch party, anyone?" Yes, we are going to watch it.
Yeah,
I am tempted to go to Cosmo.
dude.
To where?
The Pitch 25. That's the official one. We have 2 of the Texans are going to be there. Is it about 2? I think he's going to be there.
That's it. You turned me off.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Pitch 25.
Pitch 25.
It's
Yeah.
by
It's
Neil's Bar.
It's the Apollo Houston guys.
It's right next to
okay.
right next to Old Warehouse.
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah, I went there on accident, thinking I was like, oh, this seems like a nice place to go watch the Astros game. It's a soccer place. Pitch. Yeah.
I'm sure Tom's Watch Party or
Yeah.
Tom's. What's it called? Tom's Sports
I
Bar.
don't think
Yeah.
Tom's is it still a thing?
Yeah,
I think so.
it's right next to the House of Blues. It's
No, I know it was. I don't know if it's still a thing.
I'm trying to go Saturday, if not Sunday, to Cosm, whatever. It's this place in Dallas.
Oh,
It's
with
this
the
huge-
fucking
huge-
screen?
Yeah, that huge
Yeah,
fucking
I've
dome
seen that.
screen.
It's like you're there.
Yeah, it's like you're there, and
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
camera angles specifically just for
Shit, I'm
them.
gonna watch it here at home.
Yeah, I got kids. I can't fucking go anywhere.
Yeah.
I-
I'm working Saturday, so the idea of flying out there for fucking stand and deliver and then fly back the same day, that's not gonna happen.
You can do it. Yeah,
I can, but
you
I
got
don't,
PTO.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Fly Spirit.
I do.
Yeah, you do. What's
I
cheaper?
should fly Frontier.
What's cheaper than Spirit?
I might be able to fly Frontier, and I'm across the shit. What's the airline that's deporting all the people?
Oh,
Viva?
Trump.
Trump Airlines. Dude, I've ridden Mexico before. I'm talking about a fucking sardine can. Dude, it was like a bus with weed.
I'm
with
tempted
fucking
to go to
wings.
Mexico City and yeah. I don't
Mexico's
I don't Mexico.
Dude,
Yeah.
passing Monterrey, the fucking turbulence is ridiculous.
Not bad.
Ain't no protection on that plane. Dude, I'm telling you, it's like you hear everything rattle. The rain was rattling for a little while.
What does the week after Mania look like? Give me a prediction. Give me a surprise. Give me something you want to see.
It'll be a happy Rusev Day on Monday.
Happy Rusev Day.
On Monday.
On
Monday.
Rusev Day.
On
Oh, yeah.
Monday,
On
not
Monday.
Tuesday,
Monday.
not Friday.
Every
Monday.
day is Rusev Day.
Monday is going to be a happy Rusev Day.
I personally think they blew their load with their Raw after Mania thing like 6 years ago.
Okay.
They when they leaned into it, it killed it for everybody. The hipsters, wrestling marks, whenever you when mom starts to listen to your music, it's not cool anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when the WWE knows it and advertises, anything could happen on the fuck off. No, we want to control the show. We don't want you to tell us what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and before it was because so many people were here for the one night of Mania, they wanted to stick around for a second night. Now it's 2 nights. Now they're already in the second night. Now they want to go home.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't think so. I think the Raw after Mania has been dead for a while.
Okay. Doesn't mean Rusev's not going to show
Oh
up.
no. Rusev's gonna show up.
What about you, Chris?
So we mentioned it earlier. I want Tiffy to win, but I'm just ready for disappointment.
Okay.
Charlotte.
I have a feeling that Charlotte is going to create a women's 4 horsemen, and the second woman is going to be Tessa Blanchard.
Oh,
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, one bitch deserves a racist.
So,
hey
Charlotte,
man, the person
Tessa, who else?
the person she did it to has, if I'm not mistaken, forgiven her. Doesn't mean she didn't do it. I'm just saying that
Ellering?
Rachel Ellering.
Rachel Ellering? Who else?
are y'all forgetting? Not forgetting the Daughters is already a 4 horsewoman and Charlotte's already in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? Flair wasn't like 5 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
This wouldn't work.
Okay.
Tell me what you think.
Are you talking about Nepo babies?
Does Mongo McMichael have a daughter?
What if this is the last revival / run for Natty, and Natty's the 4th horsewoman? If Charlotte makes that click, they're all nepos.
They can all get some fucking heel heat, and I
Yeah,
would not
for
want to
sure.
see them. Oh fuck!
For sure.
And I like Natty, but I don't like Natty. I think Natty's a good heel because I don't like her,
Yeah.
but I like her.
But like, are you at the point like Yahweh, like she's like you're burned out, like you don't want to see her anymore?
Natty?
Yeah.
No,
I've been that way since 2020.
I'm not like that with Natty.
Really?
And you watch that Total Diva shit too, huh? So you've got more
I watch
Natty
some
than
of it.
normal.
I watch some of it. Yeah,
That made me like Natty more. It's just
that's what. Yeah,
No, don't get me wrong. Natalia Neidhart, the individual,
It's great.
She seems like a great person.
Yeah.
badass for women wrestling in general.
Lucky
She
Tyson.
she makes everybody like better around her. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Natty, the character, for me has been burnt out for fucking since I can't remember the last. She's like the Ronda thing. Even then, I was already like, dude, stop.
You know,
I love what she's starting to do. I think it failed already with Maxine Dupree. Yeah, their little run they went on. They were really good in that match against Bailey and Lyra, but Maxine lost, and you could see it in Natty's eyes, like, you bitch, you cost me WrestleMania. So I'm guessing a heel turn's coming.
You know what could get Natty some real quick heel heat? She ditches the sharpshooter and pins people with a spear.
She does
she starts doing sweet
She does the Goldberg little stance after the spear.
How do you elevate a show? Because like Rick, Charlotte does the figure 8. How do you elevate a sharpshooter? Sharpshooter
like fucking Daniel Garcia, where he leans back to back and grabs by the neck and pulls up.
Yeah,
the Dragon Slayer, whatever he calls that. That's the way to elevate the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anybody else. Is there anybody in NXT that's second generation?
Santina Morella.
Oh, The Rock's daughter.
No, Jordan. What the fuck is her name?
Ariana Grace.
If they call her Santina Morella Jr., oh my fucking god.
Santina Jr.
Santina Jr. Santinita.
Santanita. My mother was Santina Morella. My father was Santino Morella.
Fuck yeah.
Not to look too
I will not take any questions.
Not to look too far forward. Has anyone already started thinking about where each of you individually will be next year when Mania is in New Orleans?
I have not.
I'm hoping in New Orleans. Yeah, I want to go.
Likewise.
I want to go. I've only been to one Mania. It was in New Orleans. It was 34. It was a fucking experience, and I love it. I really, really, really enjoyed myself. I probably won't do 2 days because of the prices. But if I play my cards right, I can save enough money to do both. It'd be worth it to do both. And it'd be fun. Again, New Orleans is an amazing city. The road trip's not even that far.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to be there.
I think that next year will be I dabbled in it during WrestleMania 34 weekend. I think that weekend is probably, if it happens to be my last like huge wrestling weekend outing, I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to do Bloodsport.
Everything.
I'm doing GCW.
Yeah.
I'm doing NXT. I'm doing maybe Saturday WrestleMania. Again, if their prices are same as, there's a lot of seats that are not sold for this, for both nights of WrestleMania coming up next weekend, because fucking so dynamic pricing, Ticketmaster, it was a fucking shit show. So that would be the year that I do everything but WrestleMania, unless last minute I get a cheapo seat for Saturday. That's
what I did,
and then drive back Sunday.
Yeah, I drove there without a ticket and got some pretty badass seats, for pretty cheap.
The last 2 or 3 Bloodsports have not disappointed. I want to be live for one of them.
I remember the one in New Orleans was really fucking famous. So that was when I heard about it, because I was in town and my friend was like, "Hey, you should come." I think it was Friday when I got there. You should come here. I was like, "No, I can't." But like, really?
I chose the Impact versus Lucha Underground show instead of Bloodsport.
Oh yeah,
which was also fun.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm doing a lot more indie shit next year for New Orleans.
Man, and it's kind of
Stand and Deliver will probably be my WWE show. That's the only one.
Do you think that they'll actually do a Supercard of Honor?
Because they didn't do it this year. They're not doing it this year, right?
I don't think so. No, because it's all AEW Tony Khan shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Tony Khan's like specifically saying he's not trying to do that this year. Yeah. Of like running an event in the Mania weekend. So
that's why this Thursday is Collision. They're not having a Collision. Their excuse was NBA playoffs. No, it's fucking WrestleMania.
Hector says Natty is on this year's Bloodsport.
She is.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I mentioned. I mean, now again, a lot of people didn't like it, but I really liked the NXT Underground. I really liked it. And if that was her first little like dabble into it, she was good. It was her and Lola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could see where her and I don't know who she's gonna fight.
I think it's Masha Slamovich.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Christopher Guzman says NXT question: how long before we get La Primera on the main roster?
So, if it was up to me, she'd already be there.
Nah.
But like I said, selfishly earlier, to watch her and Julia feud for another little while longer, like throughout the summer, and just keep having these fucking like, I'm here for it, dude. I'm gonna say it, and it's gonna sound fucked up, but I love that both of their Englishes are better than the ones like they're getting.
Fair.
Stephanie has said they do
Classes
twice a week, English classes,
Nice.
and you can tell like Stephanie's promos have gotten better. Everything Stephanie's gotten better. God damn. I can't keep a straight face fucking talking about Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm glad you're sitting down right now.
So am I. I'm gonna knock all this shit over right now when I get up. And then Julia, same thing. Like
barely knocks over a water bottle.
Let's see what next year looks like. If we're having WrestleMania in New Orleans, it would not surprise me
Ricky Saints for the world title.
If WWE does 2 or 3 weeks in Mexico and Argentina and Bolivia and Chile, and that's where you get Stephanie Phoenix,
the prisons in El Salvador.
Stephanie Phoenix, Penta, El Americano.
Dude, none of them will come back to the States. They won't make it back on the plane. Like, oh, sorry, customs.
No sé, dice Trump que no sé.
Argentina.
He'll be dead by then.
Yeah. 2-3 weeks in Central America.
Yeah.
Definitely we'll see Stephanie on the main roster, even if it's just for that time. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, dude, I wholeheartedly believe Stephanie is only going higher and higher with this. Dude, she won the now again when Mandy Rose said I did it first of the double champ. Mandy Rose did not do it first. She unified the belts. So she was legitimately the first champ in NXT. And like you think, oh fuck man, something's gonna happen. No, it was just whatever. Go for it. What she did was Keith Lee did. Yeah. All right, cool. I won this, but y'all can have this. I did it just so I could do it. Now y'all fight for it. This is the main squeeze right here.
Mandy Rose has done plenty of stuff that she could be proud of.
That's true.
Plenty of squeezing.
Plenty of squeezing.
Yes.
All right, is that a show?
Fucking Mania.
You got any plans on the road next couple of weeks?
Not this month. Next month things will start back up again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think people were like, "Oh, Mania? No, we're not going to."
Finally, I'm probably you don't have 2 shows that weekend.
I know, right?
The way you're coming to do it.
Yeah.
So you're not working in the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay. So on the spot in front of our listeners and our audience on the podcast.
Yeah.
Next weekend is WrestleMania. The weekend after, Arnold. Mm-hmm. Can we do this again?
I think so.
I think so
too.
All right.
Done.
Dunzo.
Right. Yeah, let's fucking go.
All right. Awesome. Well then, until 2 weeks from today, adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Yeah. Nice. That's a little run there. Good show.
Oh, my booty hole. Oh.